Ooh, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, what's going on? Mike, you guys can hear me? Mic check, we're good? Mic check, mic check. All right, we're good. All right, cool. Cool, appreciate it. What's up? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? What's going on? Let's see how we want to get situated here. There we go. All righty. Yo, what's going on? What's up? I see Joseph, CJ, Jamie. So what's going on? What's good with you? Just waiting here till first pitch. CJ says recovering from last night. Yeah, I feel like yesterday was a really, really big party day, especially in Columbia, dude. Dude, I saw college students like everywhere, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. Saw college students everywhere. So it was wild. But you guys see, we're kind of sitting in a different part of the studio today, by the way. I felt like we had to switch something up. So P-Res 23, what's up? No lineup changes. I don't get it. In a way, like here, and the only change, you're right, is they moved Allen to lead off and Wimmer to the 2-hole, which I think is probably where they should have been the entire time. I mean, guys, the guys you have is kind of the guys you have. You can't just completely scrap the lineup and go with a brand new 9 guys who aren't ready. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have Eister in there. You got to have Clark in there. You got to have Allen and Wimmer in there. You've got to have, you really kind of got to have Khalil in there. There's certain guys you just sort of have to have in that lineup. You know what I mean? Even like a guy like Mendham, you kind of need to give him opportunities to get it going. So, again, you're going up against Thomas Schultz. Thank God it's not Rocker or Leiter. And but again, if you're gonna use the excuse of you've been facing elite arms, which you have, you really, really have. But if you're gonna use that excuse, you got to go out and tat up a guy today. You got to go touch up a guy today in Thomas Schultz. You really have to take advantage if you're going to use that type of excuse. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, I know it's not a different lineup, so like to see Satterfield and Heinrich instead of Burgess and Khalil. Well, Burgess is your catcher, so again, that's another guy that kind of has to be in there. You know what I mean? You don't really have a choice because I really don't want Wes Clark catching in SEC games, and neither Heinrich nor Satterfield catch. So that's just kind of that. But hope you guys are all doing well. Game will get going, like I said, about 10 minutes or so. So, yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in for sure. So hopefully today is a little bit more fun than the previous couple of days have been. That's for damn sure. So. Yeah, W. Howell, I want Fields to get reps. There's not. Well, I mean, I don't even think it's about there not being a spot for him, man. I just think, I don't know if you watched him the one game he got an opportunity, but I watched him then, and I watched him over the preseason scrimmages. Man, he's just not ready. I mean, there's just so much swing and miss in his game, and I mean, again, the one game he got an opportunity to start, he looked terrible. I promise you, if he'd have balled out in that game, they would have given him more opportunities. It's not like they don't want to play him. You know what I mean? So. When you get an opportunity, you got to make the most of it. There's just too many other guys. When you go to a school like South Carolina, That's how it goes. You get 2 or 3 opportunities maybe, and if you don't capitalize on them, tough shit. There's somebody behind you ready to take your job. So that's kind of what it comes down to. And again, he got his opportunities and just didn't make the most of it. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. He just flat out didn't make the most of it. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, hit the like button. Hit like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, please. So guys, by the way, the plan is today, I think we're going to try to play the stream on this feed and watch it together. I know people have said stuff about YouTube possibly ripping it down, but honestly, guys, I'm seeing other YouTube pages broadcast these games, and they're broadcasting like every single game. So why can they do it and we can't do it? I don't, I don't see why that's a thing, but whatever. We'll see. We'll make adjustments. Like, I don't think we could probably do it during football, but maybe during college baseball, it's just kind of whatever. You know what I mean? These aren't like huge national telecasts or anything crazy like that, especially like today when it's on SEC Network Plus. Like, they're probably, we don't care. They're not going to rip it down. So I don't know. We'll kind of adjust though. Got a question from my buddy Harrison. Thoughts on Georgia State taking a game from Vandy, but USC might not be able to. Yeah, I mean, I would just say this, though, that the transitive property, as you and I both know, does not work in baseball. So, I mean, just because one team beats another team doesn't mean that, it doesn't really mean anything. In that case, you know what I mean? If Vandy were to go on and win the national title, we say, oh, Georgia State's technically better than Vandy or whatever, and they could. I mean, the transitive property just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, but it doesn't, like, for example, it wouldn't make me feel any better or worse if South Carolina were to, let's say they won today and Georgia State, got swept, and we were like, oh, we're obviously better than Georgia State because we won one. And they, just when you start comparing and contrasting, like we all know it doesn't really work that way. You know what I mean? So, if you win today, it's like, how did you win, but you lost to Davidson? Well, the transitive property, it just doesn't work like that in baseball. There's a lot of factors, guys who are in the lineup, guys who are on the mound, just the day. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day. So, I mean, listen, Georgia State, I think, is a quality club. It's not like they're terrible. So, just Georgia State got them that day. I don't know. I mean, it just, it is what it is. But, listen, it's going to be, and I will say this too, because it's kind of funny to see people freaking out as we sit here about 5 minutes before first pitch. It's funny to see people freaking out in the sense that, I picked this team to go 15-15 or 16-14 in the SEC. My official prediction was 16-14, right? And so, like, losing 2 of 3 to Vandy kind of falls right in line with my picks and projections for the season. And, of course, coming into the series, I picked Carolina to lose 2 out of 3. And I understand why people are upset and frustrated. I'm the same way. You know what I mean? You're on this losing streak. You've lost, 6 in a row. It's, that's what's frustrating. It's not that you're losing 2 of 3 to Vandy. If you'd have took 2 of 3 from Texas or even 1 of 3 and then you beat Davidson, if you'd have lost 2 or 3 to Vandy, like, I don't think anybody would have been that upset. It's like, you know what, tip your cap, Vandy's just that good. But it's the fact you've lost 6 in a row. But again, with that being said, if we're just talking about the SEC season, like when you looked at the season before it started and you looked at all 10 SEC series and you were going through and you were looking at, I feel really good about winning these. These are kind of toss-ups. These are going to be really, really tough. This one would have fallen in that last category of this is going to be really tough, and the odds of us winning it are really, 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 really slim. You know what I mean? So, if you can get one today, and again, I'm not saying be happy losing 2 out of 3. That's not what I'm saying, but you kind of have to just be realistic. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, like, yeah, Vandy's better than you. I mean, that's Vandy's better than a lot of people. They're better than a lot of baseball teams. They just are. You know what I mean? They just are. So, I mean, Vandy's probably the favorite to win the whole thing, I would say. They're one of the favorites for sure. So you got to come out, win. Here's the thing. You got to come out, win today, have something to feel good about, beat Citadel on Tuesday, and then go into Florida weekend at home with just a little bit of momentum and confidence because you really need to win 2 or 3. You really do. I know it's Florida. I know they're nasty. They just swept Texas A&M. You got them at home. That's kind of one of those series I feel like you've got to find a way to steal. You've got to find a way to steal that one. So, I understand the frustration, but I would also say and just tell fans that, hey, like I said, 500 or better in this league is pretty damn good. And let's just, like I said, keep that in mind. Like, it's going to be a grind. This season's going to be a grind. I think the fans that maybe got this idea after you started 11-0 that you were going to go 22-8 in conference play and win the SEC East, like that, those were people that did not understand the real landscape and challenge that this team was facing in this season. So anyways, that's my rant. That's my ramble. So, whatever. But again, hope you guys are having a good Sunday. First pitch coming up here in just a couple of minutes. I got to get me a freaking haircut this week, man. This mane is getting out of control. It's getting out of control. But so, guys, like I said, the plan is we are going to stream the game on here just like I did yesterday at the end of the game. So we're going to stream the game on here. So if you guys want to watch along the actual game, feel free. I think it'll make the watch along even that much better, that much more fun. And like I said, I know people have not complained, but have said that watch out for YouTube could rip it down. But I mean, again, I'm seeing people on YouTube literally stream the game every single day. I mean, every single day. And so to me, it's like, man, if they can do it, why can't we do it? So. And also the plan is not to stream it, not to do the watch along with our stream from like ESPN. We're going to use somebody else's on YouTube that's doing it. So it's kind of like their fault, not ours. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yes, man, it's overcast here. Chilly outside, overcast. Definitely looking forward to some baseball. Definitely looking forward to some baseball for sure. So, but anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you're all having a good Sunday. I know I got a packed day for sure. We have got the game. I guess I can put this down here. We got the game. I'm going to record my podcast basically immediately after this. I got an interview at 7. So we got a busy day today. Got a very, very, very busy day when it comes to the business and the content and all that good stuff. So, yeah, girls game tonight too, 6:00. Sorry, I apologize. Of course, I posted about it. We put an article about it today. I just completely blanked there for a second. But yeah, girls game tonight at 6. I mean, I'll be totally honest with you, Savannah, and just everybody. Like, I'm excited for those games, but like, honestly, do we expect anything less than to beat Mercer by like 50? I mean, honestly, like, I think the tournament will get a lot more interesting for Carolina basketball, women's basketball, when it gets to Sweet 16, Elite 8. But right now, I mean, they're going to beat the shit out of Mercer. Like, it's not even going to be game probably be over by halftime. I mean, come on, like, that's honestly one of the things that kills my drive to watch us in the regular season is because normally we're beating people by like 60. So it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Yeah. Gamecock fans do need a win though. You are right. We need a big win too. Nothing wrong with a big win. That's for sure. We are live. Are you going to watch on the TV? Yeah. Yeah, I decided to switch it up today. Can you do me well, actually, never mind. I'll go do it. Yeah. Yep. Should be starting right now. I don't know why like this YouTube account. We're trying to stream it off this YouTube account and they're not. They're not live. Well, it says live in 3 minutes. I know, but the game's supposed to be starting at 2, so I don't understand what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, today's game's on SEC Network Plus. It may not actually start till 2:05. That might be a good point. We're waiting on this stream to start. Yeah, it might not actually be. It might actually be like a right at 2:05 first pitch. No, they won't. We're kind of trying to figure out the stream right now, guys, and then we'll share it and get it put up on here. So appreciate y'all tuning in though, for sure, man. This is awesome. Been a fun weekend with y'all, if nothing else.
6'6" sophomore right-hander. He has actually started both of Vanderbilt's 2 losses this season. The Commodores are 15-2. This is his 4th start and 5th appearance overall. He allowed 6 runs and got just 5 outs last week against Oklahoma State. South Carolina batting order, same 9 as yesterday. Brady Allen's back in the leadoff spot after hitting 2nd the first 2 games here. Braylon Wimmer switches places with him at 2nd. The other 7, the same as yesterday. Wes Clark hitless in the series.
The Slapdick Award go to the announcers. Oh, everybody hates these announcers, man. Okay, let's see if they go. If they don't go live on here, we'll make an adjustment. It's all about making an adjustment. Brady Allen at the bat. Looks like a 2-0 count. Yeah, 2-0 count to start it. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Every game coming into this weekend, gets 2nd the last 2 days. And now the junior center fielder.
Oh,
God. Back at the top of Mark Kingston's lineup.
Hold on. I'm going to share it with you guys.
Really well. Coming into this weekend, you need face rocker.
The middle of the plate going to be taking some big hacks. Trying to go all or nothing because this is a team that really likes to use that long ball. And very aggressive at the plate.
There we go. You guys, can you hear it? Can you see it? Everything else? Let me know that you guys can hear the feed.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Already a strikeout.
Thomas Schultz adds another to the Vanderbilt strikeout count on the weekend. Here's the defensive alignment for Vandy.
Oh, okay, you can
CJ
hear,
Rodriguez behind the plate for the 4th straight game for the Commodores. And Dominic Keegan back in the starting lineup after missing the last 7 at first base. He tested positive for COVID. He's been at the ballpark all weekend, cleared to play, and in there today. Braylon Wimmer's next. 3 infielders on his pull
make
side.
Him work, dude. You got to make him work.
You
got to make him work.
Baseman takes ball 1.
You got to make him work, man. We can't have another double-digit strikeout days. No chance you win the ball game if you do that. Absolutely no chance.
That was the Gamecocks.
Absolutely no chance. Thomas Schultz, righty.
Yeah, it's amazing to see kind of how that game started with the leadoff walk, and then Leiter just dialed it right back in and went to town.
Guy named Thomas Schultz. Schultzy. 2-0 missing fastballs, bro. Can't happen.
Wimmer's a sophomore.
Can't happen.
UConn,
Can't happen.
Oklahoma.
Just can't happen.
Mark Kingston.
That's what kills you when you miss fastballs on 2-0 counts.
He started all 3 games at 2nd this weekend, 8 there on the season, plus 7 in center field, 1 in left field, 1 at first base. He's been great defensively this weekend.
Yeah, he has made some really good plays, and that's why a lot of these games are really close.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Vanderbilt's got 35 strikeouts in the series.
A good look at the slider there on the outside.
I mean,
corner.
I don't get it. I don't get it now. Now I don't get it. Now I don't
Cannon
get it.
Behind home plate today, Jeremy Dupree, Morris Hodges, and Daniel Cricks on the bases. Josiah Seitler stays in the 3-hole. He's been there all weekend, with Wes Clark moving down a spot. First pitch swinging, grounds it right to Keegan. His first ball back, and Thomas Schultz has a 1-2-3 9-pitch first inning.
All right, I'm already frustrated. I'm already like that. I don't care about Seitler grounding out, but I mean the Wimmer at bat. You know what I mean? The Wimmer at bat where you get ahead 2-0, you miss a fastball, you take a fastball 2-1, and then you flail away at a breaking ball way out of the zone. I mean, I just don't understand. I just have no clue what the approach is.
The Epson Eco Tank printer. No more cartridges. It comes with
I have no idea what the approach is. None.
Get ready for the
Absolutely none.
Who's Dean?
The Epson Eco Tank. Just fill and chill. Available
At Stitch Fix, we do this, so you can do this. We search while you swing. We measure while you make. We find fabrics while you find friends. We pick items you'll love while you do you. Our experts get to know you so they can send clothes that fit your shape and your life. Get started today.
Yeah, I think our plate approach is I don't know.
1-2-3.
I don't know what it is.
Stop
I really
first
don't.
for
I don't know
Thomas
what it
Schultz.
is. I don't
Vanderbilt
have
to the
that
back
answer.
racks against Julian Bosnick. The redshirt
I don't. You know,
sophomore
I'll be honest with you, man.
left-hander from
I
South Carolina.
think at this point
First
you have
season
to
in the
start
rotation,
questioning
making
not
his
the
fourth
approach,
start, and he had allowed just one
but
run
just
before. He
the
gave up 6, 4 of which were earned.
the confidence
3+
at the
innings
plate.
against
I mean,
Texas
I
on the
just
road a week ago today. He will face this batting order for the 15-2 Vanderbilt Commodores, going for the sweep, and there are some changes. Enrique Bradfield leading off for the first time. Dominic Keegan back after missing.
I mean,
7.
I don't know if you
Tate
call
Colwick
it.
hitting fourth for the first time.
We
CJ Rodriguez in there for the 4th straight game.
have no
Parker
approach.
Rowland, Isaiah Thomas, Cooper Davis, who had only led off,
Or-
is now hitting 8th, and Jason Gonzalez. In
Again,
the
we
9
just
hole.
lost all confidence.
Defensive alignment for South Carolina.
So
Same as it was yesterday.
just lost
Brendan
all of our
Malone did not
confidence.
start Friday. He's in there again today. Burgess behind the plate, and Braylon Wimmer, who drew that Ben Zobrist comp, again at second. Top of the order, and Vandy folks and fans around the baseball world have wanted to see Enrique Bradfield Jr. lead off.
Yeah, I was wondering when Tim Corbin was going to throw him up there. I mean, you look at the numbers and the way he's able to get on base and just cause significant havoc. It's tough to come in as a freshman and get that leadoff spot, but I think he's earned it so far, and we'll see how he does.
2 balls and 1 strike on the freshman from South Florida. He's played in every game, been Vandy's starting center fielder in all 18. 16 of those games, he's hit 8th, 1 he hit 7th, and now he is at the top with Cooper Davis, switching places with him, going to the 8-hole.
Go to the store and you can see it.
Yeah, these Vandy hitters are going to have a little bit of a different look from Bosnick, coming from the left side, and a little bit lower velocity than we saw from Farr on Friday and Jordan yesterday. But kind of throws across his body, so a little bit of a funkier delivery and a little bit more of a sweeping breaking ball. So these Vandy hitters definitely got to stay on it if they're going to get a good barrel.
And a leadoff.
Bradfield works a leadoff walk. And Vandy's pitching has been all world this weekend, but the offense has been slowed down by great efforts from South Carolina arms.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
can't
what I've
happen.
been
Can't
thinking
happen,
about this whole
Boz. It
weekend
cannot
is
happen.
If it were not for the fantastic
It cannot
efforts by
happen.
Rocker and Leiter. I think the
Phil,
story
what's
would
up, man?
be
I'm telling you,
South
Phil, you were the
Carolina's
one that
great
suggested
pitching.
these
I mean,
live
they've done a
watch-alongs.
Really good job.
We
It's
keep
just been
losing, though. I'm going to retire the
a
live
few
watch
runs
alongs
here and
forever.
there that
I'm just
make
going
the
to tell you right
difference,
now.
and that's what you get.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Phil.
Detail.
This
every
might have been the
little,
kiss of death from you.
mistake or whether
This
it's
might
a
have been the
missed pitch. I mean, those
kiss
can be
of
the
death
difference maker
from
in the
you.
game.
Carter Young's been slowed
don't
down
know.
this weekend, 0 for 6 with a couple of walks. Hitless in his last 3 games after He did reach
Y'all just sit
safely
here
in
getting to watch me
Vanderbilt's
be frustrated.
first
I don't know how much
13.
I like this idea of content. I don't know about that.
He stays in the 2-hole as he
I
has
don't know
all
about
year.
that, my guy.
Yeah, regardless of the lineup shakeups that Tim
No,
Corbin's
I'm
made,
a big superstition
Carter
guy,
Young stayed
Phil.
right in
I
that
know you
2-hole
don't
position, and
think
I
that's
think
how it
it's a
works,
great
but
spot for
I'm a
him.
superstition guy, man. I'm makes me a little nervous.
Enrique
Makes me a little
Bradfield,
nervous.
13 out of 14 stealing bases this season. He's the SEC leader
Boz,
on
I'm
the young
babe.
year.
You know, South Carolina doing a good job just making sure that Bradfield's staying at home. He's no stranger to seeing one look or even seeing no looks over there and taking off.
0-2.
Yeah, good pitch, Boz. Good pitch. Good pitch.
Young down to 323 on the season. Still a great count. 21 out of 65 to start his sophomore year. 11 of those 21 are extra base hits. Slugging .646. Line drive foul. Enrique Bradfield was 13 for 13 coming into the weekend. He's 0 for 1 here against South Carolina.
All I know is
Colin
this: we don't
Burgess
score a
got
few
Friday.
runs a
Yeah,
day.
he did. I mean, from his knees as well. An absolute strike down to second base. Check that out. That is tough to do. It shows the arm strength of Burgess, and I think it was a pitch out as well, but everything in the right motion.
Not pleased.
South Carolina able to control that running game.
Burgess
Less
has
than
caught 8
pleased.
of
That's for damn
15
sure.
would
Less
be
than
base
pleased.
stealers this season. Sophomore catcher. South Carolina's best defensive catcher by far, as time's called. Burgess has caught 12 of Carolina's first 18. Wes Clark, the DH, has caught the other 6, but they want Burgess back there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Carter Young. Vandy in the military green uniforms, 3rd year of the jerseys and pants. New this year are the matching helmet and cleats.
Atta
Swing
boy.
and a miss.
Oh.
That's a live ball. Bradfield gets second. And Young is out, which he knew. He was basically walking to first.
Right. Regardless, he moved the runner. So Bradfield will get up to second base. But a nice looking breaking ball here. You see, it's kind of more of an 11-7.
Bird, you got to block that
body.
up. Get the glove down.
Swing.
Get the glove down.
Gets underneath Burgess and moves the runner up.
Bradfield at second with 1 down for Dominic Keegan, Vanderbilt's hottest hitter before testing positive for COVID-19 after the Illinois-Chicago series. This is his first game in exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think Keegan has been able to take some batting practice and at least just be somewhat
Keegan's back in the lineup.
team the past few days, but
just great for us.
has not seen live pitching in a while.
Just
so
more good
Tim
news
Corbin
for
just
us.
throwing him in there.
More
See
good
what he can
news.
do.
Junior first baseman hitting .548 through 10 games. That's 17 hits in 31 at bats.
Blue. Give him that
13 extra base hits.
Phil got the kiss the ring shirt.
Yeah, definitely a tough guy to lose in your opening
Love it,
weekend
man.
of SEC
Geared up.
play.
Geared up.
And
Suited
lose your
up.
Guy in the middle
Hopefully
of the
it's
order.
good luck.
But as
Hopefully.
we've seen, hadn't needed many runs.
Bradfield's going for third.
Got him.
Safe.
And normally when you take third base as a runner, you need a pretty big jump and sometimes even a running start. But I mean, he just took off from a standstill, and that shows you the speed that Bradfield has. Let's take a look at the slide. Just got that right foot in there before the tag.
Corners are in, middle infield back, and a 1-2.
And I mean, people might think, oh, he got to third base, but that's a huge stolen base there. Now, when a ball into the outfield, that's a run.
Yep,
so,
definitely the
just
worst
by
person to
moving
walk.
up
So,
one
man, you were
extra base,
correct.
he's able
You don't
to
want to walk the guy
manufacture
with the
runs
speed.
or provide
That is very
opportunities for
true.
Vandy to score those runs.
2-2.
Twice went in close.
Bosnick had control issues last outing against Texas. 4 walks in 3+ innings. He's gone deep in each of his first
63 and sunny in
here.
New Hampshire. Damn, it might be warmer there than it is here. Yeah, right here, 61.
Keegan hits this one to short. Khalil coming home. Bradfield scores.
Wow.
1-0 Commodores as Keegan gets the run in.
Why not go to
Bradfield
first?
Manufactured it.
Why not just
That
go to
was a tough
first?
ball
I
for
mean,
Bradfield to read. If you look, he thought it was a line drive.
You know,
and stayed down.
I mean,
it got in on the hands of Keegan, so that's why he was not able to get a good start on it. But you see the collision at the plate. It looked like he started to slide a little bit late. Hopefully everyone's okay.
That was a clean play. No plate block of any kind called.
It looked like Bradfield was trying to decide which side of the plate he was going to slide on, but the throw got there a little bit late and caused Burgess to jump up.
So Vandy takes a 1-0 lead, 3 batters in, and here's Tate Colwick moving up to the cleanup spot. Hit 6th yesterday, 7th in just about every game before that.
And Colwick swinging a good bat right now after the 2 dingers yesterday. And Tim Corbin said, hey, if you're going to swing it like that, might as well bring you up, try and get you some more RBIs.
Colwick 3 for 7 in the series. 2 2-run homers yesterday. The first 4 runs in a 5-0 win. Without those homers, that chase of the no-hitter is a lot more interesting at 0-0.
Yeah, I don't, just from the baseball sense,
as a hitter,
first inning, take the
not a lot to do with
take the out.
no
You know what I
hitter.
mean? There's just no reason for that. I mean, I understand the guy at third hesitated, but then you also have to understand his speed. If you don't make a perfect throw, you're not going to get him. You know what I mean? So I get that he's trying to make a play.
Chopper to third. Malone gets 1. That's all they'll get. 2 outs. Brings up CJ Rodriguez, the Vandy catcher. Let's take a look at the slide at second.
Oh, it looked like it got his back leg. A good slide. Straight through the bag with Keegan, but got Wimmer just a little bit.
You saw second base umpire Morris Hodges signal the out and then give a safe sign, meaning clean slide.
Right. As an infielder, though, I mean, in that position, once you get that out, you kind of got to get out of there because that guy's coming in full speed.
One ball,
Y'all
one
having
strike
fun yet?
CJ Rodriguez making his 4th
having
straight
fun yet
start
or no?
behind the plate for the Commodores. Yesterday, he caught Jack Leiter
man.
for the first time this year. Today, he catches Thomas Schultz for the first time this year. And he rips this one to left.
No, now we're having fun. Now I had to ask.
Rodriguez is sitting on that breaking ball, too. Kind of done the scout.
I had to
report
ask.
new. Sometimes he likes to whip it in there for a get me over strike, and he said, I'll sit right on it and take it out over the monster. And take a look at the swing. Elevated, right on time with it. And what a great spot for that first home run. Gets the high five from Tim Corbin. About took Tim Corbin's hand off. I was pretty excited.
Rodriguez continues his hot hitting on the series. He's hit the ball hard to the pull side quite a bit. On base 3 out of 4 times yesterday with the double and a run scored. Did the same on Friday and hit what probably on a normal day is a home run.
Yep. There are a few balls on Friday for both teams that definitely stayed in the park. That wind was blowing in pretty good.
Parker Nolan's hitting 6th, back in the DH spot after playing the last 7 at first in Keegan's stead. Nolan, the sophomore from Knoxville, hitting .306 on the year, 19 out of 62. What do you think of Vanderbilt's lineup changes today, Andrew?
I mean, if you just go down the line, I like the matchup. I mean, I like the against the left-handed pitcher, but also just how each guy complements each other and kind of the performance we've seen so far this year. I mean, looks like it's gone so well. I mean, we're only in the first half inning here, but with the way that a lot of these guys are swinging the bat, I like the matchups. But it also just goes to show a lot of these guys, depending on where and how
I can't
they're
really
hitting,
build a business around
I
this.
mean, you can kind of put them in any different place. We've seen
Athletics
Bradfield down
department.
at the bottom.
I just like it's hard to
Davis, who's usually
believe,
been hitting at
honestly.
the top of the orders now.
Sometimes
down at
it's
the
hard
bottom,
to
so
believe.
able to restart that lineup over
Honestly.
as you get down the bottom.
Bosnick strikes out Nolan, but Vandy.
Well,
gets
I mean, you got to
3
score to
on the
win, you know.
board.
You
The only
have
hit
to
of the
score to
inning,
win. There's no
a
question.
2-run homer by C.J. Rodriguez. First college bomb for the sophomore catcher.
The road to the NFL Draft continues with Pro Days on ESPN.
It's an incredibly interesting draft.
This group is loaded.
The 2021 Pro Days on the networks of ESPN. And don't miss the NFL Draft. Begins April 29th on ESPN and ABC.
Spring is finally here, and you're just itching to upgrade your stuff. The best way to do that is in a new Hyundai. Like the Santa Fe with an available class-exclusive digital smartphone key and loads of the latest technology. Drive your upgrade home instead of having it delivered, although we can do that too during the Hyundai Spring Upgrade event.
Get a Santa Fe for 0% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash or up to $4,250 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
How hard is it to catch a crispy, flaky fish? Depends on how patient you are and what pocket you keep $6 in. Arby's fish sandwiches are now 2 for $6 and part of Arby's everyday value. Arby's, we have the meats.
Kamar Rocker and Jack Leiter. What a weekend. Rocker, 8 innings, 14 strikeouts in a 3-2 win Friday.
Phil, if you're Kingston, are you yelling or are you trying to encourage? Probably a little bit of both, honestly.
Yesterday afternoon, walked the
Leighton,
first guy.
do you think Sanders should be starting on Sundays?
All 16 of his strikeouts were off the fastball.
Yeah, it was just missing a lot.
Not yet. Not yet. No, I mean, not yet. I mean, we're talking about a guy in Bosnick that hadn't given up a career hit until last weekend.
The 6th inning, and I thought,
no, I think it's a little early to yank him out of that role.
Stuff until the 6th inning. You got some pretty dang good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Larry, you say we can't win with this guy on Sunday. We won the first 3 starts he had, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Until later in the inning, but he also mentioned that.
Yo, Wes.
You know, the thoughts started creeping in his mind towards the middle of the game, and I've always been interested to think, as a pitcher, you start seeing the zeros up there on the board when you start thinking, I wonder if I can go the distance on this thing. But Leiter just said he had to stay in the moment, take it one pitch at a time.
I thought he was rung up on that one.
A little bit more easier said than done, especially this offense and a guy like this at the plate.
Wes Clark grounds this one. Fair. Long throw from
God.
Gonzalez in time.
I don't know if Clark was running down the line or if he thought it was a foul ball. But a great job by Gonzalez just sticking with this play. I thought it was foul also, but it looks like it hugged right inside the line. And Gonzalez able to stop and a good strong throw.
It actually bounced fair.
Mm-hmm.
It not only went over the base fair. Good call by Daniel Cricks, the third base umpire, who had the pleasure of being behind the plate for the no-no yesterday. So Clark retired. He's still hitless on the weekend. And he's the man who broke up the no-hitter Friday, David Mendham, and he just blocked that throw back to the mound.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's one way to put the ball in play. Mendham, the junior first baseman, on base twice Friday. Yesterday, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts against Leiter.
It's not the van, is it?
Swing and a miss. Behind Schultz's fastball there.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mendon, don't be scared to
anybody in this
shorten up
lineup,
every once in a
Mendon
while,
has
kid.
taken the most aggressive swings on the weekend. We saw some big-time hacks from him against Rocker.
I just wish
back
that
on
this stream
Friday.
wasn't ahead of this one. That's really annoying me.
He just hasn't been able to connect with them. Big hacks you see. Get a look defense there. You saw Rodriguez, the third baseman, or sorry, Gonzalez, the third baseman, playing at the shortstop position. You've got Young, the shortstop, playing on the right side of second base. So heavy pull play.
Called strike 3.
What?
Third strikeout for Schultz. He's gone.
They
5
called
up,
him
5
on
down.
that. I don't even know.
Nice
man. I
spot
don't
here
know
by
anymore.
Schultz. A fastball over the plate. Great job coming inside.
I'm trying to
Sticking
time
there.
it up.
Great catcher. Great job yesterday too.
I
I mean,
guess I can't do
fantastic
it. I
job
don't
behind
know.
the plate, blocking balls. And behind the plate, blocking balls.
Like 3 seconds behind, maybe.
Andrew Eister is the 6th place hitting right fielder.
No.
And Max, you talked with
actually
Scott
better.
Brown last week just about how they call pitches and kind of keep the game flowing. And Scott Brown mentioned it's really just up to the pitcher and catcher, and it's really just a team effort.
Oh, come on,
And
Blue.
Scott Brown can request
Come on,
a
Blue.
pitch or kind of use the stats and say, hey, this is the pitch I think we should throw. But then it's really up to the pitcher to actually make that choice, because the pitcher has to be 100% committed to that pitch. And these guys have done a good job of that so far.
Called strike 3 with the fastball. 6 straight outs for Thomas Schultz, picking up where Jack Leiter left off. 3-0 Commodores.
The road to the NFL Draft continues with Pro Days on ESPN.
It's an incredibly interesting draft.
This group is loaded.
The 2021 Pro ESPN. And don't miss the NFL Draft. Begins April 29th on ESPN and ABC.
Today we have the Microsoft Surface Pro 7 and the MacBook Pro. The Surface comes with the pen and
This
it's
is a lot of
touchscreen.
fun,
Mac
guys.
gave
I
me
just
this
want y'all
little
to know I'm
bar,
having a
but why
blast.
can't they just give me a whole touchscreen? The Surface Pro has a detachable
I
keyboard.
really,
Now with the
really
Mac,
don't like
You're
losing,
kind of just
man.
stuck with
I
what
really
you got.
don't.
But with the Surface,
really- it's
yes,
one of my
you
least
can run your
favorite
favorite
things.
apps on it. It has the power to run all your apps. It is a much better gaming device. I love my games. Then there's the price. Yeah.
I don't like to do
How
things
hard is it to catch a crispy,
that
flaky
intentionally
fish?
put me in a
Depends on
bad
how
frame of
patient
mind,
are
you know?
and what pocket you keep $6 in. Arby's
I really
fish
don't.
sandwiches are now 2 for $6 and part of
Not
Arby's
generally.
everyday value.
Not
Arby's,
generally.
We have the meats.
Did you know the source of odor in your home could be all your soft surfaces? Odors get trapped in your home's fabrics and resurface over time. Febreze Fabric Refresher eliminates odors. Its water-based formula safely penetrates fabrics where odors hide. Spray it on your rugs, your curtains, your furniture, all over.
So you guys
your
realize
home
we've gone
to make it part of
14
your
innings
tidying
without
up
a hit.
routine. Febreze Fabric Refresher.
14
For an
straight
all-over
innings
freshness
without a
you'll
hit.
love.
Temperature in the mid-60s. Sunny, calm, and gorgeous here on the first Sunday of spring. Max Hers and Andrew Harris in Nashville on SEC Network Plus, along with our great Vanderbilt production crew, who I got to say knocked it out of the park yesterday, producing the no-hitter.
Yeah, fantastic job. Just getting the whole aspect of the game, getting the teammates' reaction and really telling the story, because an unbelievable moment for Jack as well as an unbelievable moment for Vanderbilt baseball.
Tom Hart and Kyle Peterson announced the game. I thought they nailed it as well. But other than that, nothing has changed with the crew. That was the
Right.
Vanderbilt crew that produced that.
Exactly.
So we got to give our boys some love. Isaiah Thomas
All right, here we
leads
go.
off the bottom of the second inning. Commodores got 3 in the bottom of the first. Enrique Bradfield walked, scored the first run on a fielder's choice hit into by Dominic Keegan. Then a 2-run homer by C.J. Rodriguez.
Nah, he didn't go. I'm gonna grab some seeds.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Try to switch things up, something. We'll grab some seeds,
Thomas
folks.
in the 7th spot for the second consecutive
Seeds and
game.
some water.
Junior right fielder has had 4 hits in the series, hit very well in the 7th spot yesterday. Got on base both times, had a double that was almost a homer off the top of the monster, and then tripled and scored in the 8th off the bottom of the monster.
Yeah, Max, you asked me earlier, how I like the lineup and the different guys in some different spots. I definitely like Thomas down there at the bottom of the order right now. Hopefully get some more fastballs and really time those up and see a few of those leave the yard.
Called strike 3. Backdoor breaker from Julian Bosnick.
But when you do have the talent of Thomas, no matter where you are in the order, you're going to get a lot of those wrinkles. A big sweeper from Bosnick on the outside corner.
Bosnick, a third-year player, redshirt sophomore, did not play his freshman year 2 years ago with an injury. From the Tampa Bay area, Lutz, Florida, his listed hometown. Cooper Davis hitting 8th for the Commodores after leading off the last 10. Davis's game hasn't changed much, and it has played both at the top of the lineup for Vandy and in the 7, 8, 9 spots in past years.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where he's put in the lineup. He's going to give you a good effort up there. He's not going to strike out much. He's going to put the ball in play. And Alkin can do a lot of things with the bat. Just such a good job with the bunt game, too.
Series history between Vandy and South Carolina. Commodores looking for their 2nd straight sweep in the series after taking 3 of 3 at Founders Park in the national title year. George Khalil gets the 2nd out. Defense up the middle, key for South Carolina. Mark Kingston said after the no-hitter yesterday, our pitching and defense have been good enough to win both games. We've got to figure this offense out.
Yeah. Yeah, pitching staff and the defense for South Carolina has been really, really good. These SEC games just super tight.
A lot of movement amongst the first 8. Jason Gonzalez holding steady in the 9 spot. Tim Corbin sees a confident senior down there right now. Gonzalez hitting .327. Has started every game but one. Most at third base. One as the DH. Tim Corbin said, especially off the field, he's seen some leadership moments.
Phil, the reason they're kissing Vandy's ass is they are Vandy commentators. I don't know if people realize that or not.
As a kid,
these are Vandy commentators. That's why they're doing
that.
To
see him have some good success.
So,
I talked to
I mean, I get it, but
assistant coach.
They are Vandy guys. So, like, I do get it.
About Gonzalez and just saying sometimes it takes a little longer for guys to really click. And hitting-wise, it's really started to click for Gonzalez. And defensively, I mean, he's always been a good defender, but just excited to see the development of a lot of those guys from when they come in as freshmen and then over the years.
David Macias, Vandy's first base coach, as he has been for the last 4 seasons, and a couple before that, on and off. I feel like Coach Macias would be the type of guy you ask him, how many years you been at Vanderbilt? And he goes, got to do some math to figure that one out. Called strike 3.
Come on, boss. Come on, boss.
2
Good pitch.
strikeouts and a weak ground out for a 1-2-3 second.
Just find it, man.
By Julian Bosnick.
You got to play. You got to play 7 more innings. Find confidence. You know what I mean? Like, just find some confidence. Somebody get the dugout going. Be excited to play, man.
Incredibly interesting draft.
This group is loaded.
The 2021 Pro Days on the networks of ESPN. And don't miss the NFL Draft. Begins April 29th on ESPN and ABC.
With Infinity Now, your test drive comes to you. So you can try one car one day and another the next. Because when you find the kind of luxury that fits you, you'll know. Experience luxury on your terms when you purchase or lease a new Infinity online with Infinity Now. Lease the 2021 Infiniti QX50 for $379 a month at your local Infiniti retailer.
Look at that weird filet-o-fish sandwich. Ha, 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 why they make it square? If you want big as Arby's crispy fish, 2 for $6, come and get a pair. Arby's, we have the meats.
6 up, 6 down for Vandy starter Thomas Schultz so far. He didn't even finish 2 last week at Oklahoma State. 3 run-scoring extra base hits off him, all on fastballs, an RBI double by Nolan McLean, then 5 runs come in on homers by Alex Garcia and Brock Mathis.
And he also gets a tough bill each weekend, having to come after you kind of anger the offense on the other side, having to face Rocker and Leiter. But Schultz last weekend struggled just a little bit. I mean, those fastballs looked like they were just kind of misplaced, ran back over the middle of the plate. But today he's done a really good job of spotting it and keeping the ball low.
Go, run him.
Schultz allowed
Need you
6
to get going,
runs
7.
in
Need you
1
to get going.
2/3 last week. The game
Nope.
Vandy lost 10-6. Tim Corbin said on Monday, Schultz's fastball was just flat.
I'm baby 7. Let's go, babe.
And it's been back to its normal self today. Brennan Malone lines one to Gonzalez on a hop. Good.
I mean, even we hit it hard, it's right to him.
Baseman.
And Gonzalez just made that look really easy. That ball was scorched right in the 5-6 hole.
Even we hit it hard, it's
Take a
right
look.
to his ass.
Take a couple steps to his left. Got it on the short hop. Remember, this turf is really quick as well. So a normal ground ball, I'd say, is probably double the normal speed. So you really got to keep your head on a swivel down there at the hot corner.
Colin Burgess, 8th place hitting catcher, is 0 for 6 on the weekend and 0 for his last 21 overall. Been a rock behind the plate.
Holy shit.
His offensive game. The 8 and 9 spots, Burgess and Khalil. If they can get 250 batting averages out of both of those guys, Mark Kingston said, South Carolina will be very pleased.
Yeah. Those are guys that are in there for their defense, but especially if you can just get some sort of offensive production.
First base umpire Jeremy Dupree did something to Schultz. Maybe he was going to his mouth.
Yeah, I don't know if he was checking or just telling him that he's got to
Hitless in his last 21 at bats. That is absurd, my friend.
Does not appear to be any penalty involved.
Wow. Wow.
Let's take a look here.
God! Caught by Carter Young.
Well, regardless of what he was doing, it didn't matter.
Wow.
Ball put in play. Nice stretch out by Young. Young just such a lock there at shortstop. Gets really good jumps on the ball.
0 for 22.
Wow. Started all
right to his ass.
games he's been on the team for. That shortstop. 18 last year.
Can't buy a hit.
18 here this year. George Khalil is the Carolina shortstop. 5th-year senior from Australia. Played a couple of years at McLennan Community College in Texas. Down 0-2. Gamecocks still looking for their first base runner against Thomas Schultz. The 6'6" right-hander from the Cole region, Central Pennsylvania, Mount Carmel. Slow chopper. Colwick waits and gets the out. Thomas Schultz, perfect. His first trip through the South Carolina order. And Vandy's up 3-0.
$15 straight innings without a hit.
Let me see who's really trying to stop me. I pay the price, don't care what it costs me. How you gonna cancel me? 20 awards on the mantelpiece. Pyramid stage at Glastonbury. Girls in the crowd got their hands on me.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. The biggest fish sandwich of your life. Yes! 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have
15
the
straight.
meat.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds. I've recently learned that Big Wireless spends a lot on political lobbying. But at Mint Mobile, we prefer to invest our money in stuff for you. So today, I'm announcing free data upgrades on every plan. Of course, if for some reason you want your wireless carrier to donate to politicians, well, we found one who is a good boy named Max. Yes, who's in the bucket of big business. Mint Mobile, now with more bite.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces?
Joseph said,
Then they
imagine
get
being no
released
hit back to
into
back.
the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created small spaces. Press firmly.
Now
and
that's a
watch it get to
fireable
work.
offense.
Unlike the leading cone, small spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors.
So let me ask you guys, it seems like we have more people tuned in. Are you guys a fan of also having the game going and the commentary? Because I feel like you probably are. I like it a lot more, I'll be totally honest with you. I feel like it just gives the stream life. You know, we can all kind of follow along together. But that's just me. I don't know.
Many more were on the garage.
We can all share our misery together.
We're watching on the SEC network.
Because that's really what
Top
we're
of the
doing right
Vandy
now.
order against Julian Bosnick.
That's really what
DK
we're doing right
Bradfield
now,
Jr.
sharing
in
our
the leadoff spot for the
misery
first time
together.
as a college player.
Yeah, it definitely was sad that not more people could see that performance live. Because, I mean, if this was a normal season, I mean, that would have been a packed house for Saturday on the SEC weekend, and a beautiful day yesterday, too. Beautiful day today, too. But only a few were able to see that in person.
Come on,
Andrew,
Blue.
correct me if I'm wrong, but you and I both were fortunate enough to be sitting in the crowd for Kamar Rocker's no-hitter in 2019.
And I was actually sitting.
Blue.
You were right there.
Almost right behind home plate, and I mean, the way his ball was moving against Duke was unbelievable.
Yeah, good pitch.
It's very
Really
similar
nice.
to
Really nice.
how the ball was moving for Leiter last night, with a little bit of extra giddy up yesterday for Leiter as well. But not many pitching staffs can have two guys that claim a no-hitter on their staff.
Bosnick picks that one out of the air, and that's
I
a
bet.
good way to get Enrique Bradfield.
Settle in, boss. Settle in. Need you to give us a chance. We can't hit shit right now.
South Carolina this weekend actually staying in the same Nashville hotel that Duke stayed in on Super Regional Weekend in 2019.
Yeah, that's it's a little creepy there. There's some bad mojo over there. For protective purposes, we won't reveal the name of that hotel for loss of future profits by incoming baseball teams, but
Young bunts this one, and the first base side's wide open. There's your slump.
Hey, maybe we ought to try that.
For Carter Young.
Yeah, nice looking bunt here. Went with the push bunt with the left-hander. Great option to have all those different guys converge. And then it's just a race between him and Bosnick. Able to beat it out by a few feet. A nice play by Mindham, the first baseman, just to at least get it and try and make some sort of a play.
Now, is he reading the second baseman there as much as the first baseman?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's more so just the placement of the bunt. Even if you are prepared for it, it's very hard to defend as a defense. It did look like Young put it right in the perfect spot.
Dom Keegan in his return to the lineup. Grounded a ball to shortstop with Bradfield at third and one down in the first inning. Got him home with it. The throw went to the plate. Bradfield got in. Keegan missed the last 7 games after testing positive for COVID a couple of weeks ago before the Commodores played Memphis. This is his 11th start, all at first base. And it's certainly scary for Dominic Keegan as Vanderbilt players, Vanderbilt athletes who have COVID undergo a lot of heart and blood testing after their diagnosis, which not every school is doing. No one's required to do it. Vanderbilt has done it. And Tim Corbin acknowledged this week it's extra important for Keegan because of what he went through with a blood clot on his right shoulder and arm last year.
Right.
They hope they could get him back for today's game, and here he is. Ground ball, base hit. Keegan's got his first hit back.
Good for him to shake the rust off. Nice little poke through the 6 hole. It's tough, being in isolation and being away from your teammates and not being able to train and, take batting practice, do all the normal things you would do. But Keegan able to come back in and make a statement.
Tim Corbin said he brought a hitting net to the isolation dorm with him. We were not able to verify that with Dom, but that sounds fun. Tate Kolwick, 4 homers in his last 5 games, moves him up to the 4th spot in the Commodore order today.
I will say, having lived in the dorms here at Vandy, I don't know which dorm he was in because every dorm that I ever stayed in, you weren't able to even walk, let alone swing a baseball bat because they're not that big.
I'm bet.
Maybe
Come on,
the
Bob.
common room.
Roll it. Roll it.
Ground ball to
Go to
third. Malone gets the out there. Throw across.
Jesus,
Save.
thank God it
and if
hit
that
him.
didn't hit Kolwick, there would have been advancement, and there still is. Keegan's at third.
Nice job by Maloney, just getting an easy out. And you're right, Max. If that ball have Keegan run around and get a little bit further than third.
Last time, Rodriguez took a 1-1 curveball out for his first college homer. Skylar Meade, the Gamecock pitching coach, visits. Tim Corbin said after Friday's game, CJ Rodriguez, one of the best fastball hitters on the team, but he can hit the breaking ball too.
Yeah, he can. And I think that was just based on the scouting report that Rodriguez really timed that up. Was able to hang the leg and take a good aggressive swing on that hanging breaking ball. You see the series numbers there.
Wow.
Really swinging a good bat. We had Ty Duvall on the broadcast, who is former Vandy boy, finished his season in 2020. Now in the minor leagues with Seattle, but
Come on, boss.
Ty Duvall was actually
Gotta be
a
smart
captain on the Black and Gold series.
Don't throw what you threw him last
which is
time.
the Commodores inter-squad series at the end of the fall. And his first pick was CJ Rodriguez as a freshman. And usually, you pick some of the older players that you know are going to produce, but with the fall that Rodriguez had in 2020, was able to take some big-time fastballs from Tyler Brown out of here. Ty Duvall said, I want him on my team. And he has really, really done a great job behind the plate and continues to do well at the plate as well.
His manager said Friday night, he's the only guy on our team who consistently handles Kamar Rocker's fastball and hits it hard in scrimmages.
Yeah, as a hitter, you're coming in as a freshman, and you're coming from high school, which, you have a few guys that might have some good arms, but to have to face the level of talent that, the Vandy pitching staff has, facing some big-time stuff. And so your first few inter-squad games are a little bit rough. But CJ, one of the coaches, handles all those guys very well.
Come on, Boz. Let's go. Get in the groove.
Rodriguez is draft eligible this season. He'll turn 21 on July 7th. The decision will not be made anytime soon, but Vanderbilt does have a handful of draft-eligible sophomores. Jack Leiter is one. Thomas Schultz is one, who haven't played much college ball and will have a lot of eligibility left.
That's what was so weird about
Let's
last year getting cut
Get him.
short is
Win the battle.
a lot of these guys will only have one entire season and a little bit of a pre-conference season of a book of, I guess you call it a book of business to actually show what they
Win
can
the battle.
do.
Let's go. Win the battle. Come on, boss. Got to get him here.
Pro scouts. So
got to get him here. Got to
big
get him here.
decisions coming up at the end of the year.
Lofts this one into center for an RBI single. 4-0 Commodores and 3 RBIs for CJ Rodriguez.
Rodriguez still swinging the hot bat. The ball elevated again. Almost the exact same spot as he hit the home run. A curveball in the upper part of the plate. Doesn't have as much bite. So Bosnick's ball stayed up there, and Rodriguez was able to make him pay.
Been on base in 7 of 9 plate appearances this series.
That'll do it. That'll do the job.
Parker Nolan takes a strike. South Carolina, after losing 3-2 on Friday and getting no hit yesterday, is down 4-0 before adding a base runner here on Sunday. Gamecocks were 11-0 before heading to Texas last week. They are now 11-6 after 6 straight losses. Nolan strikes out on 3 pitches, and Bosnick's out of the inning. Interview coming up next with Vanderbilt's all-time leader in points on the men's basketball team. The great Shane Foster will join us next.
Every champion begins with a dream.
Baylor Lady Bears are back at the top of college basketball.
Our dream is now. NCAA Women's Basketball Championship.
Look at that weird filet-o-fish sandwich. Ha, 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 why they make it square? If you want Baker's Arby's crispy fish, 2 for $6, come and get a pair. Arby's, we have the meat.
A beloved figure amongst Vanderbilt fans of all sports, Shane Foster is the leading scorer in Vandy men's basketball history with 2,011 points. He had an unforgettable 42 on his senior night at Memorial Gym next door to the Hawk against Mississippi State on March the 5th, 2008. Andrew, you were in high school for this. This was a special day.
Yeah, it really was. I vividly remember going to a lot of these different games, and seeing Shane out there just dominating was so exciting to see. And watching a lot of these old videos of him reminds me of some of the old names that I've totally forgot about. So welcome to on the broadcast, Shane.
And I just tweeted this.
A lifetime of memories for me as a
and
native
Phil
Nashvilleian.
asked this question earlier.
I love it. Thank you.
How would
so
I
much for
approach it
having
if
me.
I'm
This is
if
an
I'm
amazing
Kingston?
Game. Obviously, the Vandy boys are back in town making things happen. I'm excited to be here.
And I think Kingston's a guy, and I'm kind of the same way.
Obviously,
I'm not a rah-rah, go crazy, get in your face. Like I'm more of like the professional, like to just go out there, handle business, take care of your business, whatever.
For the early years and have
I don't need to psych myself up or get amped up or maybe whatever, like internally, but not anything like
unique team and
anything absurd or whatever, over the top.
Years.
But if I'm Kingston right now, in between innings,
guys love coming to play.
I'm losing my shit, man. Because I don't love the body language that I'm seeing right now. I don't love the way these guys.
Shane, take us back
go ball,
to,
go
when
ball.
you were getting recruited.
Hey, it's a hit! It's a hit and a run. Let's go.
Hit by
South
Carolina.
I was looking at Georgetown, looking at Kansas, looking at LSU. Some
Atta boy, let's go.
You know, Vanderbilt.
Get it going. Let's go.
Watched SEC basketball growing up as a kid and fell in love with the city, the community. With
It
the,
is possible.
Commodore Nation, Memorial Magic when I came on my visit, and it was just a phenomenal place, and it showed me something that I wanted to be a part of.
Brady Allen breaks up the perfect game with a line drive homer over the monster. Allen's third of the season, so South Carolina on the board. Shane, now in Nashville, you're working for Amend and doing extremely commendable work, working with women's groups and men's groups as well to combat domestic violence and domestic abuse. Tell everyone about Amend. I'm sure many have heard of it. Some probably have not, but what you guys do and what your mission is.
Well, Amend Together is a program of the YWCA here in Nashville that's dedicated to ending violence against women and girls by engaging men and boys to be a part of the solution.
Holy
That's what
shit,
it's
maybe
all
that can
about.
get
It's
something
about
going
changing
for
this
us. Who
culture,
knows?
making sure that men and boys are not just about keeping women and girls safe, but also making sure that they're valued and respected. And it goes from youth and the work that we're doing in public schools, teaching them with a 24-week curriculum, to the work that we're doing with adults and corporate culture and making sure that sexual harassment doesn't happen in the workplace as well. So it's all about helping young boys to understand how to value and respect women and girls. So we
Go ball.
Go
Go ball. Go ball. Let's go. Let's go.
Thomas Schultz, perfect the first time.
Let's go.
And now Allen and Wimmer go yard to make it 4-2.
Yeah, I think we knew we were going to start to see some big-time swings from these guys. Second time through.
Damn, about time, bro. About time.
And the wind
about
is not
time.
blowing in, so those balls are flying out of here. Some
Let's
big-time
freaking go,
shots from South
man.
Carolina.
Thank God.
Okay, Bradfield got up on that one.
Yeah,
but
he did.
Couldn't reach it to keep it in.
Hey, Shane, so, how did Vandy prep you for the next level, in pro ball as also, professionally with your work with the men?
Here we go. The top is
It
off.
was about intentionality.
It is possible.
Not only competing on the basketball court, but competing in life and certainly in
How about a
classroom,
couple knocks?
making connections between my gifts and skill set. But
How about a
also
little
the
confidence?
opportunities that I might have.
Hitting
out
is
in the world to
contagious.
be a
Here we
blessing to
go.
Communities in Nashville and also around the world. When I think about my player development and Coach Tom Richardson, just spending so much time with me and making sure that I was mastering my craft, and then spending time on Peabody's campus.
2-0 and he got under it.
The education piece as well. All of that was important.
And playing the piano in Highland Quad, too.
Often. Yeah, I love the piano.
Shane, you had a special moment back in January. You're from Louisiana, and your high school, Bonneville High School, retired your number. How cool was that to be there with one of your best friends who's now the head
Shan
coach
Foster,
of the team?
the good luck charm for us.
It was absolutely amazing to be able to be recognized.
Nope, that's down.
Way, to be a role model for the young people in that community coming behind.
Yeah,
We
these
got some
green
great
uniforms
players that are still there
are
now.
very interesting. I know. I know some people like Phil,
that there is
my
a
good
life
buddy.
out there that they can go and
They
pursue
love
their
like the van.
dreams. They're passionate
Dude,
and
these
really be able
Vandy
to do
uniforms
some
are not the
incredible things
move,
with their
man.
life.
This is
And
what
so
team.
for them to be
And I
able to
hate.
honor me and honor my
You know,
family in that way
you want to
is
come at me for
special.
saying this
But most
because Vandy's
importantly,
so
it's about
good.
being,
But
an
this is what
example,
teams with
being a
no
role model,
tradition. Like this is
for
what
the
they
kids who are
wear.
coming
You know what I
through
mean?
Bonneville High
Like
School every year and to have that
you
done
just
by my best
I mean,
friend,
you don't
their
do
head coach
stupid
was-
uniform combos like this.
it was
It's
just a
so
storybook
bad.
writer.
It's so bad.
2-1 on
So
West Clark,
bad.
the Carolina
But they're
DH
good, so
after
they can get away with
back-to-back
it.
Homers started the inning. We got Vanderbilt men's basketball's all-time leading scorer, Shane Foster, with us. 2,011 points for the Vandy men's team. Shane, you got a chance to
Phil,
as
the
always,
unis are
announce
trash.
some of the games for Vandy men's basketball here on SEC
And wearing
Network
garnered or
Plus this
black
year.
pants if you're
What do you
Carolina
think of the team's conference
is like
season
the
as Scottie
worst
Pippen and
idea on the
Dylan
history of
Disu
this
just put
planet.
them on
Like
their
honestly, it
backs?
really, really is.
Well, I thought they fought through some serious adversity. Guys were able to show.
No, that's up. That's up.
Some,
Here you go.
some
3-2. Here you go.
tenacity, some grit.
Come on, West. Was in the zone.
Really
Put a
be
good
able to
swing on
show
it.
that the future is very bright for Vanderbilt for our basketball program.
If he's in the zone, put a good swing on it. Let's go.
With the talent that he had, and as he continues
Let's
to
go,
get
babe.
some of the guys that he's recruited into that system, and
Nope.
get them.
No, it's
buy in
out.
to the defensive
Come
side
on,
of the
leave
ball.
it.
I think
Ball
that
4.
The future is certainly bright, and I think we're going to be able to see some good basketball from here on out.
Tate Colwick playing some defense on the diamond to get Wes Clark for the second out. Obviously, you and Jerry Stackhouse, both high-level players in college and at different levels of the professional game. What's it been like for you getting to know him? What has he imparted on you? And what about Vandy, maybe, have you taught him?
Oh, I think what has really been amazing to see in a coach that has played at that high of a level is just the attention to detail. And the importance of really being a
look at David Mendham.
That's something that he did.
Look at David Mendham with a base knock.
Well. And then, for me, it was just about letting him know that this is a place that he can call home, that this is a place that Memorial Magic is real, and that we're going to.
How about it? Let's go.
And our boys to make sure that they have the support they need to go out and be successful, both on the court but also off the court as well.
2-out single by David Mendham for South Carolina brings up Andrew.
Let's go.
Oster.
Come on, Ice. Keep it going. Let's go.
Struck out looking at a fastball his first time against Schultz.
No, back
pick by Rodriguez. Shane, I want to ask you about Vanderbilt baseball's jerseys. They got 7 different looks, some pretty different looks too. Which of these do you want to turn into a basketball jersey?
The ones they have on right now, actually, that's my favorite one.
Nice.
And I'm hoping Tim Corbin slide me at number 32 so I can represent as well. But yeah, I mean, I love the variety. I think it keeps the guys motivated and having some fun with it. It allows them to show some personality. But I mean, you're talking about a perennial team, a team that's top in the country every single year and doing it with class. They're professionals, both on the field and off. And so, I think being able to show that personality through some of that and have some fun with it, I think is awesome.
And Shane, you came into Vandy right around the same time as Tim Corbin did back in 2003. I know you came in 2004, but you had many conversations with Tim Corbin. Do you remember when he first came onto campus?
Let's go. Come on, Ice.
Well,
Come on, Ice.
I remember the excitement about him and what he was going to bring to the table. Certainly a level of excellence, a high character person who wasn't going to cut any corners. He was going to put in the work. He was going to make sure that the culture came first. And I think we've seen him do that, not only from the current student athletes that he has now, but even going back to the alum and the appreciation that he has for the history of Vanderbilt baseball, making sure those guys have a place to come back and feel welcome and be a part of the program, I think has been tremendously important. And we've seen other coaches that have tried to, follow in his footsteps as well. I think he's done a phenomenal job.
Go. Eister flies this one to center. Enrique Bradfield makes the catch.
After yesterday and the first 3 innings today, that felt like an offensive explosion.
Great to talk to you.
So
great to talk to you as well. Thanks for having me. Anchor down.
Back-to-back homers landed in Shane Foster's old domain. Brady Allen and Braylon Wimmer hit Memorial Gym and get the Gamecocks on the board at 4-2.
Show me your face. Let me see who's really trying to stop me. I pay the price, don't care what it costs me. How you gonna cancel me? 20 awards on the mantelpiece. Pyramid stage at Glastonbury. Girls in the crowd got their hands on me.
How hard is it to catch a crispy, flaky fish? Depends on how patient you are and what pocket you keep $6 in. Arby's fish sandwiches are now 2 for $6 and part of Arby's everyday value. Arby's, we have the meat.
Nope, got to have a shutdown inning from Bosnick. Got to. They will.
Every champion begins with a dream.
Baylor Lady Bears are back at the top of college basketball.
Our dream is now. NCAA Women's Basketball Championship.
It's NBA on ESPN time. Celtics Bucks, Nets Jazz on ESPN.
South Carolina on the board after their top 2 hitters go yard against Thomas Schultz, breaking a 15 2/3 inning hitless streak by the Vanderbilt starting staff, including 9 from Jack Leiter yesterday. That includes Kamar Rocker and Luke Murphy on Friday as well. Vanderbilt bullpen very well rested. South Carolina still has not used a couple of their top bullpen arms. Expect those guys to get in on this Sunday, and this game has played out as traditional but clean Sunday baseball so far.
Yep. We saw South Carolina bats wake up a little bit last half inning. I think the trend will definitely continue. You can't keep these guys down too long. Absolutely teed off on a few pitches of Schultz.
Julian Bosnick hits our microphone. That pitch lands in your living room.
Yeah, Vandy, I don't think 4 is going to do it today. They're going to have to definitely get a few more. These Sunday games are so difficult to win, especially if you've won the first 2, because the other team is, they're trying to not get swept and have that extra incentive to at least go home with 1 in the bag.
You know what I love?
Mark Kingston.
I love when people on Twitter with like 25 followers,
Kingston
or it doesn't even
fourth
matter how
year
many,
leading the South
but especially the
Carolina
ones with like
Gamecocks.
20 followers,
Third year didn't get too deep.
are like, I'm just unfollowing. Your takes. I'm just
Isaiah Thomas
unfollowing.
pops this one
You're
foul.
losing me as a follower. It's like, bro,
Kingston
I
feels
don't
like
give
his
a
roster is getting closer
fuck.
to where he wants it to be.
Why do
longer
you think
term.
I should care?
He says his vision
Like,
includes
I don't
junior
give a
college
damn.
transfers, but not as many as they have now.
You know,
to
or
fill
people
holes
like almost
free
the,
agency
some people like
style that they'll
threaten
fill
like
out most of the lineup.
it's okay. I don't agree with this take on
strike
basketball,
3.
but I'm a baseball
Sixth
guy, so
strikeout
you
for
won't
Julian
lose me. I had a
Bosnick.
guy say that one time. I'm like,
Nice
bro, why are you acting like if I lose your follow, I'm gonna be,
Take a look at Tim
you know,
Corbin.
having to worry about my next meal. Like, get off this
A little bit of a
high
different
horse so that your
strategy. Tim
follow
Corbin
is
does
so
like to
important.
Get guys in
You know,
early
and
and
I
really
don't like
develop them.
not value the followers
The
and
success they've
supporters
had
and
the
all
past
that,
few
but
years,
like
though, it's not difficult.
some
to get
people would just
top talent
it's
right off the
just
bat.
this hilarious backwards
Davis
way
pulled
of
that bunt
thinking.
back.
Like,
Ball 1.
you know, so funny.
Vandy
So
does
funny
have
to me.
one junior college transfer new to the roster this year, Javier Vaz. Middle infielder from LSU Eunice, where he played the last 2 years. But Vaz a bit of a unique situation. He was recruited by Vanderbilt out of high school and would have come, but did not qualify academically. He is on Vanderbilt's 30-man playing roster this weekend. Has not started a game yet this year.
Yeah, going the JUCO route is a great option for coaches if they need guys to come in and make an immediate impact. And South Carolina, there's a number of guys on that roster able to do that. And sometimes it just takes some guys the ability to just get more reps at a higher level of competition to really, hone their craft. And this seemed to work out for South Carolina so far. I mean, always have a fantastic program at top level of the SEC.
Come on, boss.
Second walk gets Cooper Davis
Come on,
aboard.
gotta have a shutdown inning, gotta fill up the
9-0
zone. Let's
for
go.
Jason Gonzalez, who struck out looking his first time. Vandy got 3 in the first, 1 in the third. Carolina 2 in the top of this fourth. Max Hers and Andrew Harris in Nashville. Commodores looking for the SEC opening series sweep. Gamecocks trying to get back in the win column with 6 straight losses. Skylar Meade out of the dugout. Meade makes both the mound visits and the pitching changes as the pitching coach. Looks like this will just be a visit. Bosnick so far 50 strikes, 28 balls.
That's it.
His control much better.
That's it. 3 1/3.
I spoke too soon.
3
That is it
1/3
for
for
Bosnick.
Julian Bosnick.
So the Gamecocks have a deep bullpen, and here comes one of their best arms, Brett Carey, on in the 4th inning.
Look at that weird filet of fish sandwich. Ha ha ha, why they make it square? If you want Baker's Arby's crispy fish, 2 for $6, come and get a pair. Arby's, we have the meats.
He's finally asleep. Sometimes you need to take a moment. For
Yeah, I think
yourself.
bringing in Carey is smart too.
Instacart's here to help take grocery
You
shopping
have to
off
hold
your
them
plate.
at bay. You have to give
Choose
yourself
which
the
store
best chance
shop
to win
from,
this game.
what items you need, and a shopper will safely deliver them contact-free in as fast as 2 hours. So while you recharge, your kitchen gets safely restocked. Go to instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first order using the code ORDER today.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors.
34th collegiate appearance for South Carolina's back end of the bullpen piece, who's been called upon in extended roles throughout his career. Junior Brett Carey is on here in the 4th inning, and the Gamecocks will see if he can get out of this jam.
John Gibbs, you think Sanders will be the first to take Sunday's starting rotation? They decided to yank Bosnick. I know it's early and don't think they will anytime soon. I think Sanders probably would be the first one to get the opportunity, yeah. I would think so.
Performances from both guys.
Yeah.
Both on Friday and Saturday, and Carey.
Yeah.
You see the numbers there. Kind of comes right over the top.
Yeah, I would think so.
Too fast on the fastball. He tops out about 92, but right over the top. And
Or,
really
you know,
hides it well, so
either
it probably
Sanders or
looks
Peters.
A little bit more like
I think Peters could be the guy, too. He could
break
stretch out and go
on the
5-6
breaking
innings
ball,
for you.
good depth,
So
but heavy on the fastball and gets a
I think one of those two guys, you know, if they didn't want to go with
That was in a
with a true
three-inning
freshman,
outing against
I think
Clemson
Peters
on
could definitely be that guy.
February 27th. The Gamecocks took both games against Clemson. They ended up 11-0, and since then 0-6.
And I mentioned on Friday, it's super hard to go into Austin, Texas, and take any from that program. This is such a storied program.
Yeah, just won't get the job done.
Down there at Texas, but weren't able to get any. And then a tough loss against Davidson. I think, Max, you mentioned they had a rain delay, so kind of threw them off a little bit and then just ran into some really good pitching over this weekend. So trying to scrap together and get that losing streak done.
That's Jack says, why isn't Tringali pitched a lot this year? I just think there's other guys they like ahead of him. I'll be totally honest with you. I mean,
Davis a one-out walk.
I think that's the 110% the reason.
4 hits and
there's just guys they like more than Tringali this year. So, you know, is what it is, man. They're all competing for jobs, competing for innings. Here you go, Brett.
The Gamecocks see Brett Carey as their closer this year, but probably best described as a relief ace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point in the game, you got to do all you can to keep that lead at 2. And with that offense that's starting to wake up a little bit, see if they can keep it right here and start to come back.
Nah, that's up. Come on, roll the pair. Let's go.
Gonzalez struck out his own.
Chad says, is Brandon Fields getting any playing time? I know he's a freshman. I haven't been able to keep up with the team as much as I'd like. He's gotten very little, and there's a reason for that, man. It's just simply, you know, a lot of swing and miss in his game. You know, he got an opportunity to start against Mercer and just flat out didn't look ready. I mean, looked overmatched against Mercer pitching. And, you know, I know that our lineup has struggled, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure he'll get another look. But, you know, out of the guys we have in the outfield right now, I don't think he's ready to take any of their roles, if that makes sense.
The way he hides it,
I don't know. That's just what I've seen.
On there,
so.
He is a hitter.
Come on, Brett. Go right at him. Let's go.
Carey was a freshman All-American for the Gamecocks in 2019. Had a 2.62 ERA and 58 1/3 innings. 65 strikeouts. That's a lot. Compared to 13 walks, that is not a lot. Again, that was his freshman year. Gonzalez smokes this one to right center. Eister going back, and it's off the wall. Davis gets the wave home and scores. RBI triple for Jason Gonzalez.
Off the bat, I thought they had a chance to get out of here. We've seen him leave the yard multiple times opposite field. It's a nice fastball on the outside corner and a nice swing. Just keeps carrying a heck of an effort by Eister, the right fielder. As that ball hops off the wall, both guys move up and Gonzalez able to get an extra base.
The center fielder, Allen, was the one who ended up with the
good.
ball after the hop. It's a 5-2 ball game as Bradfield rips this one out to center. We'll see if it's deep enough with Allen making the catch.
Went halfway.
Gonzalez coming home, and now he's going back.
No, hold it. All right. Jesus, he might have had it. He went because the damn thing I think hit the mound.
A little conversation between Gonzalez and Tim Corbin. Take a look.
Nah,
here.
you don't want to throw the ball there, man. He was off balance. The guy was already basically back anyways. You don't want to throw that. Yeah, it hit the freaking mound.
Potentially thought that the ball was going to be down and was just.
I get what you're saying, but
and then realized the ball was going to be hanging up there a little bit more. So
I think a lot more bad than good could have happened there.
So I think his momentum prevented him from getting a couple extra steps. A missed opportunity there for Vandy to get an extra run.
Why do you think he went into a jog there?
I think by the time he had gotten back to the base, he realized, he didn't have as good of a jump as he could have gotten. And then by the time he made the decision to go, he realized he was going to get thrown out, so he had to turn around and come back. But I think more than anything, he had just hit the triple, so he's probably breathing a little bit hard. And by the time he got his lead, Bradfield just came out ripping, and it might have taken him off guard just a little bit, just how fast everything happened.
Carter Young in a bunt single last time.
We'll take a look at here, Gonzalez. So he sees the ball. He thinks it's going to be down, realizes it's not. He's got to go all the way back. And then takes 3 or 4 steps and has to go all the way back.
Go, Brett.
It's a little bit of indecision there by Gonzalez in a game when every run's definitely going to count. See if Vandy can get this one aboard, because that might be a difference maker later in the game.
Vandy scored 3 in the first, including a 2-run homer by Rodriguez. Went up 4-0 in the third. Carolina 2 homers in the top of this fourth. See if this stays fair for Young. Josiah Seitler fights the sun and makes the catch. Vandy gets a 5th run, but leaves a man at third who was there with 1 out. An RBI triple by Jason Gonzalez makes it 5-2.
In celebration of Women's History Month, the NFL is spotlighting women in football.
Football is about people, and to me, that's always been my motivating factor. Having that eagerness to learn, adapt, and change is such an important quality. How can I go above and beyond, maybe even take on a new task, maybe improve something that we've been doing for a while that could use improvement, constantly evaluating and auditing the system to find out how can I help us get better.
Look at that weird filet-o-fish sandwich. Ha, 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 why they make it square? If you want Baker's Arby's crispy fish, 2 for $6, come and get a pair. Arby's, we have the meats.
You clean dishes as you cook to save time and stay ahead of the mess. But scrubbing still takes time. Now there's Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. The faster, easier way to clean as you go. It cleans grease 5 times faster. On easy messes, just spray, wipe, and rinse. On tough messes, the spray-activated suds cut through grease on contact without water. Just wipe and rinse. Get dishes done faster. Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. Spray, wipe, rinse.
Can we do anything other than hit a home run? Can we put a couple things together? Can we string something together? Can we create some chaos?
Vanderbilt gets another run.
Them solo homers are great, or they're fine, but they don't really they don't really do much for you. You know what I mean? Where you find the value at the plate is stringing a few together and causing chaos.
Really
that's how you get a big inning.
Past few weekends,
right? That's how you create a big inning.
7, 8, and 9.
That's what we
Schultz,
need
who was
here.
Perfect the first trip through. Gave up 2 homers and a single in the 4th inning. Facing Brennan Malone, the Gamecock third baseman, making his 2nd straight start.
Need that big inning.
More from Woodstock, Georgia. Just 8 for his first 48 this year. He struggled last year as well, and Mark Kingston said this is a guy who we expect to be one of our best, if not our best hitter.
There's Brennan Malone. Here you go.
Into right field.
There's Brennan Malone.
Wednesday or Friday. Nobody got a hit yesterday.
No, it registered the
That's a
speed
good
coming off
liner
the
for him
bat.
today.
Yeah, Malone, just such a good, short, easy
Attaboy,
swing.
Brennan.
That's
Very
going
nice.
outside
Very nice.
corner.
Very
Goes
nice.
right
That's
with
what we're
it.
looking for right there. Nice, simple approach, short to the ball.
No
Beautiful.
stranger
Thing of
to
beauty. It's not that
good
hard.
Success was a heck of a high
It's
school
really
baseball
not
player.
that hard.
Max, you mentioned he went to Woodstock, Georgia High School. He actually owns a lot of different records in home runs, RBIs, walks, runs, and hits.
Damn, he's
Passing,
done just
Nick
like that.
Markakis, if you've ever heard of that guy.
He is
I
done
have.
just
Yes,
like
yes.
that.
That's a good name to be up there with. Thomas Schultz is done after 4+. Ethan Smith coming in for the Commodores, leading 5-2.
Damn, they said, we done seen enough of your ass. We done seen enough of you. Go get us another
When
one.
McDelivery arrives, it's best to remain calm. Clearly, this rule is hard to enforce.
Win the night with McDelivery. Now try the all-new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
New Nerf Rival Curve Shot. Select right or left to curve your shot. Fire straight with Rival Precision. Or curve your shot down and bend the rules of battle. The new Nerf Rival Curve Shot. It's Nerf or nothing.
Loyola, Chicago.
It's a bad day for dreaming.
Short leash Sunday, both
There's
teams
Ritter.
to the bullpen early. Vanderbilt
There's
also
Ritter. There
coming
he
out at the
is.
top of the 5th inning as Ethan
In
Smith
peak
replaces
form.
Thomas Schultz. Pitched out of the
Ritter
bullpen
says,
all year. Been a back
If
end
we're
piece
struggling
most
against
of the
Vandy
time,
and they are an excellent
but he
team,
was
how are
one
we
of
going to beat
Vanderbilt's
Florida?
starting candidates coming into the season, and he can give the
Well,
Commodores a lot of different
you
things.
got him at home.
Yeah, Smith was definitely coming into
You got to
the
find a way,
the
Ritter.
season,
Battle. I don't
not
know when
training
anyway.
as a
I don't know.
closer,
Yeah.
but with the way that Luke Murphy's been throwing, Ethan Smith has been kind of filling a lot of different roles, but a good guy to come in the middle of the game and really just put a stopgap to any type of momentum the other team is coming at, and really come at you with a hard fastball and good breaking ball. More so just liked his compete and his ability to really get
Just
at you.
Stand different.
His last time out
They
was
just
Sunday
stand
against
different, you know?
Oklahoma
We got-
State.
I don't know. Everybody's got their own style.
Pitched the 8th inning in relief. Thomas Schultz goes 4+. Scott Brown, the pitching coach, said this week, you got to think about Thomas Schultz as having 7 mound outings this year, 3 in scrimmages, and now 4 starts in games. And the way Coach Brown described it was, that's a big league spring training.
Right.
He didn't pitch in the fall. He's that deep into his ramp up.
Exactly. Yeah, he didn't pitch much
go,
in the
Birdie.
fall because he felt a little bit
Come,
of
baby
soreness
bird.
this past summer. And talking with Scott Brown, they just decided, hey, let's shut it down for the summer. He came back in the fall and gave him a little bit more rest. So he is finally starting to get a little bit better feel for it. And I was very impressed with him today.
Ethan Smith takes over from there, pumping 92 to Colin Burgess. Robbed of a hit up the middle by Carter Young against Schultz in the 3rd. Schultz went 9 up, 9 down, then back-to-back homers and a single in the 4th. Leadoff single by
Short
Malone
up.
here in the 5th.
Nope.
That one
Come on, right here.
is
2-1.
just
Wait,
up.
you're ahead. Let's go. You're ahead. You're ahead.
Ethan Smith been used in multiple roles, predominantly as a reliever as a freshman 2 years ago, then as a starter in the shortened season last year.
No, he didn't.
No appeal, ball 3. Surprised Rodriguez didn't ask for one there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's got the better look than anything, and I think, especially for a guy like Smith who likes to work fast, I think more than anything, just getting him back out there and keeping it rolling.
Burgess pops this one up out of play. Smith was rolling against Oklahoma State, trying to keep Vanderbilt down 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning a week ago today at O'Brate Stadium. He got his first 2 outs in quick succession.
Pour a rally whiskey.
Attaboy
Heath.
A ball hit the home plate umpire.
Attaboy Heath.
The game stopped. Lost.
You know, you'd think doing what I do and with the struggles we've had, I would drink more. I don't hardly drink anymore, to be honest with you guys.
Work quick and not waste
crazy, I know. Hey, boy.
Ball 4.
Good idea.
Burgess is
very nice. Very nice. Let's go.
Runners start the Carolina 5th.
Man, it wasn't a terrible spot. I think he elevated a little bit
Bro,
too much.
Billion% chance I'm bunting with George Khalil. I mean, a billion.
Big opportunity to potentially move some runners.
George Khalil, the 9th place hitting shortstop, grounded out to second his first time. 0 for 7 in the series.
Billion% chance I'm bunting with George Khalil.
He does have the immense
billion
honor of
percent
not striking out against.
I'm not even giving him the option.
Pulls back his
He
sacrifice.
pulled back. Yeah.
That is ball 1.
If you're handing out any awards for any offensive production,
Well, 6, do your job.
Braylon Wimmer had the walk. Khalil was the only guy who did not strike out. Vanderbilt expecting the sacrifice.
Nope.
Rodriguez throws to second.
He's back. He's back
in. It's 2-0.
Hey, he might walk you. Keep putting it.
We've seen that multiple times from C.J. Rodriguez. Very comfortable back picking at any base.
Man, I'm sacrificing, Joseph. Get him over to second and third, 1 out for Brady Allen. I'm sacking, man. Hey, if he's gonna walk you, let him do it though. I'd show it and take. Right here. I'd show it and take. 110%. I'd show it and take.
Smith having a little bit of trouble.
Yep,
I'd
show it and take right here.
Sometimes when guys put the ball, or at least their bat, in the middle of the strike zone, it disrupts your vision just a little bit. And
show it and take. Show it and take. 100% take.
3-1. Khalil
that
thought
was
he
a
had
strike.
ball 4.
It looked
going to be a little high, but I think it sneaked in there in strike zone.
Yeah. It looked like a ball because he was crouched down. It was a strike. It was a strike. That was good.
Khalil's shown sacrifice on all 4 pitches.
Yeah, show it again. Show it again.
Foul bunt. Any shot of the bunt staying on 3-2?
It's definitely possible. More so than anything, it depends on how much trust that coach has in you as a player to actually get that down.
Giving it to him again.
Obviously, if you foul it off, it's going to be an out. But looks like they're either going to do it or it might
3-2 bunt time.
A slash. We'll see.
Nope, that's ball 4. Attaboy! Woo! Attaboy, George! Dude, he ought to just do that every time.
Yeah, fastball on the outside corner. I thought Smith put it right there. Might have been a little bit low. Rodriguez did a good job of framing it. It fooled me.
That should be George Khalil's plan every time.
Good visit here from pitching coach Scott Brown. Just making sure everybody's on the same page.
Brady Allen.
Nobody out. Here we go.
Only got South Carolina's first hit. Got their first run with a solo shot.
You got to make them pay here, man. You got to make them pay.
Asking Shane Foster a question. And,
get the.
Oh my goodness! I mean,
get it moving. Get it moving.
Was absolutely demolished.
Allen and Wimmer went back-to-back with solo shots, accounting for South Carolina scoring so far. Scott Brown, 9th-year pitching coach at Vandy, just the second one in 19 years under Tim Corbin. Derek Johnson was the first. He's now the Major League pitching coach for the Cincinnati Reds. Malone,
You go, Brady.
Schultz, Burgess, and Khalil
having
walked
trouble finding the
against
zone.
Smith.
All the pressure's on
Top
him.
of the Carolina order.
Make him come to
with a
you.
Chance to flip this game and take the series finale.
Make him come to
here
you.
in the 5th.
All the pressure's on him. Make him come to you. Nope. Oh, my
Strike
goodness.
one.
I thought that was
strike
out.
gives Ethan Smith
Wow.
a boost.
And these are the situations as a pitcher. I mean, this is why you come to Vanderbilt.
I
This is
thought
why
that
you
was
pitch
out,
in the
man.
SEC for opportunities like this. Bases loaded.
Nope, that's
big
down.
spot.
Couple of experienced juniors facing off on SEC opening weekend. Ethan Smith on the mound for Vanderbilt. Brady Allen hitting for South Carolina. Tate Colwick is in for a quick word with Ethan Smith. See the umpire, Fred Cannon, writing that down. That does count as a mound visit. So they have used 2 of their 6
Go,
for
Brady.
the game here in this
Come
event.
3 easy. Go whip.
Hard grounder. Colwick to second for 1. Double play. Vanderbilt trades a run for a couple of outs, and it's 5-3.
And a huge double play there for Vandy.
The one way you
Great
don't want to score a
executed
run there.
pitch right there by Smith. And a nice 4-6-3. That's all you're trying to do with bases loaded. Just get a ground ball, get 2 outs. Yeah, you're going to concede the run, but you're just trying to avoid the big inning.
A bunt.
Beat it. Beat it.
Gonzalez has to go to
Yeah, let's go. Attaboy, Wim.
5-4. Braylon Wimmer with the 2-out squeeze.
Attaboy.
Nice heads-up play there by Wimmer.
Now we're starting to get a little
seemed
creative.
Gonzalez was playing back. Had the runner on third, but put it in a nice
Now we're
spot.
starting to get a little creative. Now
Kinda
we're starting to let
caught
the
Davey
wheels
sleeping.
turn a little bit. That boy Wimmer, use what you're good at.
Got a whole new ball game here.
Have a little fun. My God.
1-run game with Seitler at the plate. The top of the order getting it done. Allen and Wimmer
Come on,
have
Sight.
driven in all 4 for South Carolina on a pair of homers. And a pair that didn't leave the infield.
Go, babe.
Kind of similar to the offensive production we saw yesterday. Tate Colwick was the only guy who provided all the runs and 2 home runs.
Oh, my gosh.
That's why
They know
every
how
single
fast he
at-bat in these SEC games is super important.
Go, Sight. Come on, babe. Get into one.
First pitch to Josiah Seitler. Off the screws. Gonzalez again. Gets the 3rd out. South
All right.
Carolina comes up with a
Keep
pair
fighting.
after
Keep
loading
battling.
the bases with nobody out. And it's a 1-run game in this battle of the bullpens.
Keep battling. Keep fighting.
We didn't just build another hybrid. We built a hard-charging 37-mile-per-gallon turbo hybrid with the range and power to find your next story,
Keep battling. Keep fighting. Let's go.
wherever it might be. The
All of a
all-new
sudden, it's a
Sorento
one-run
Turbo
game.
Hybrid.
All of a
World's
sudden.
first storytelling machine.
ThredUp.com
All
is the
of a
world's largest
sudden.
online thrift store. But what do people really think about secondhand clothing?
Run-of-the-mill brands. It's not that easy to find good quality secondhand stores.
What if we told you that everything at ThredUp was triple checked for top
All
quality?
of
I like
a
that a lot.
sudden.
Doesn't even seem like it's secondhand at all.
How about Anthropology from $8, Loft and Nike from $6, and J. Crew from $7?
What?
These are all designers that I wear. I didn't expect to see Kate Spade in here. Whoa, 90% off. That's my style. I'm in.
Get up to an extra 50% off your first order at ThredUp.com.
Engaged, but not sure what to do next? Plan your whole wedding at Zola. Start with beautiful save the dates. Enjoy free personalized samples. And for peace of mind, get free change the dates with your order. Add
gotta
a free
think, like,
matching wedding website to update guests about
how
your big
brutal
day.
this could be.
You can even host
Like
virtual
doing-
events on it
having
for
a
free.
business revolve around
Build a
Carolina when
registry
it's like
that lives on
winning
your
the-
website too. Fill it with gifts,
like, we're not winning
experiences,
anything. Like,
even
you know how
cash
brutal
funds,
that is?
all from the comfort of your sofa.
Yeah.
Start planning from home.
It
at
makes you
Zola.com.
honestly question your sanity.
Plenty
it
of
really
folks
does.
hanging out on the garage across the street on a gorgeous 64-degree Sunday here in Nashville.
It makes me question my
Top
sanity.
20 matchup. Vandy took the first two. Commodores lead 5-4. Max Hers and Andrew Harris actually next door in Memorial Gym and what is usually the basketball press conference room.
Everything's
COVID
better when you
spacing
win.
restrictions in the press box. Wherever you are, hope you're
Everything's better
enjoying
when
this
you
one.
win. That is
Been
a
a fun
fact.
weekend for those who support Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
South
you can-
Carolina
they
trying to end a
faintly
6-game
probably.
losing streak after the no-hitter yesterday, and Rocker went 8 on Friday.
Just keep
Both teams
battling,
already
boys.
to
Got to
their
have a shutdown
bullpens.
inning here, Brett.
Carey out for his first inning of work after getting the final 2 outs of the 4th.
Got to have a
Dominic
shutdown inning from
Keegan
Brett
in his
Carey. Let's
return to
go.
the lineup for Vanderbilt has had 2 productive at-bats, a run-scoring fielder's choice, and a hard single through the left side.
Another fastball through the barrel. Vandy hitter. I mean, again, that's 91 miles an hour, but
Is it
really
like
jumps up on you and hides it well.
unpatriotic to call Vandy's unis ugly? Attaboy!
Swing and a miss, strike
Is it like?
3.
Is it
3-pitch
unpatriotic?
strikeout for Brett Carey.
Like I know they're
Anytime
supposed to be
you
like
see
American
this many swing and
uniform,
misses on him. A guy like Carey, he's definitely doing something.
but they're
with the
still ugly.
fastball.
Like I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like
He gets right over top of it.
they're still
Amount
ugly.
of spins on it.
It was my opinion. I don't know.
That's why he's one of those guys they really like to come right after these starters.
Tate Colwick next for the Commodores. Couple of bouncers to the third.
But that's
base
different.
for
They're
Brett
Army.
Resulted
Like
in
Vandy,
fielder's
this isn't even one of their
choices so far.
colors.
Hitting cleanup
That's
for
the
the first
point.
time
Like
in
it's
his college
stupid because it's
career.
not even one of their
Junior
colors.
second baseman has started every game at that second base spot this season. Had a couple of 2-run homers yesterday, both to his pull side. Colwick said a couple of weeks ago he's been focusing on keeping his hands back and using right center field, but he's gotten a hold of a few out to left.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens. I mean, when you, as a hitter, focus your attention towards the middle of the field or at least off center towards the opposite, you know, when you are a little bit early, you actually time up those inside pitches that even more.
Trying for another one there. I don't think much with that swing is landing in right center.
Like Heath did the Friday night black pinstripe. Like I'd almost, I don't know. I almost let them get away with those because their color is actually black. But like these just don't make sense. One of their colors is not
CJ
Army
Rodriguez,
green.
who's got 3 of Vanderbilt's 5 RBIs, waits next.
You know, just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Strike, baby. Let's
Strike
go.
3.
Let's go, Brett Carey. Woo! Boy, Brett.
On the
Really nice.
inside
Really
edge.
nice. Good job.
Carey's
Got a babe.
got back-to-back strikeouts.
Casey, I'm
Yeah,
always
that's
going
spot
off
here
on
by
unis,
Carey.
man. Big
Definitely see
uni
Colwick
guy.
was
Big
looking
uni guy.
on the outside
The
corner.
biggest uni guy.
I was really surprised by that
The
thing. coming
biggest
in.
uni guy.
Didn't like the call, but it was right there.
The biggest uni guy.
Base is empty for
Come on, Brett.
Rodriguez for the first
Yep,
time.
that ought to be out 3.
Lifts this
Stay in
one
play.
to shallow right. Eister going in.
Get there!
Wimmer
How
coming
was that
out,
not
and
Eister's
the
ball?
man
Atta
who
babe.
is South Carolina's Ben
Let's go!
Zobrist makes a tough play. 1-2-3 frame for Brett Carey. Keeps it 5-4.
Keep the momentum in the dugout. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Come on. Seems about right. Your cousin from Boston. I brought Sam.
Where's the water?
Dude, what if we found a dead body out here? Rope swing. Canoe trip canceled. It says watch out for cougars. Oh, Dave, I didn't know your ma was out here. Yeah, you got a knot, kid. Oh, sorry. Nothing like a Sam Adams in the great outdoors. Not too heavy, not too light. A shooting star. That's a plane. Shooting star. Same plane.
It's a bad day for dreaming.
It's NBA on ESPN time. Celtics Bucks, Nets Jazz on ESPN.
We've dreamt of this for so long.
No, I mean, they get away with it because they're so good, but, like, I don't know.
Owning the moment. Stepping into history, covered in glory. Our
I think he's talking
dream
about
is
baseball
now.
does it, too.
NCAA Women's Basketball Championship.
Powder
First
blue.
round today and tomorrow.
This was Andrew Harris's favorite between inning stretch when he was a Vanderbilt Commodore. Catch and raise?
Oh, it's just the starfish. Sometimes, you just work so hard, you just got to lay there and hang out.
The Leiter family has worked hard. Father and son with a no-hitter. Al Leiter for the Florida Marlins on May 11th, 1996. Jack Leiter yesterday against South Carolina. 10 more strikeouts than Dad. The game has changed.
Yeah, with Jack yesterday, the thing that blew my mind was just the number of strikeouts. I mean, 16. And that's not against just a midweek team. And that's against South Carolina. And also,
they have a rule, no sunflower seeds.
I mean,
wow.
It's unbelievable.
Wes Clark leads off against Ethan Smith. First full
I just
inning
saw
out
in
of the
Vandy's
Vandy
dugout,
bullpen.
it said no sunflower seeds.
Leiter's
And,
pitch
well, of course,
counts
it
in
said
that
no
game. Did
tobacco.
not throw more than
but
18 pitches in any inning. Threw
that's
10
wild.
and a couple. He was quickest in the 5th and the 7th. Had already thrown 100 by the 7th inning. Threw 12 in the 8th and 12 in the 9th. And he just kind of knew he was coming back. He said it was unspoken.
Right, yeah. When he got to the
Wesley,
6th
one swing
inning,
and tie it.
I mean, I saw the no hits on there, and I was kind
One
of looking
swing
at
would
the
tie
pitch
it.
count, and I was thinking, if he's going to really do this, he's going to have to be pretty efficient towards these last few innings. And when he went out there the 7th inning and just was 1, 2, 3, I thought, yeah, he's definitely got a chance to do this, and then he did.
You saw Al's no-hitter and that old school headshot. Great Florida Marlins logo that needs to come back. That was in his 10th major league season of Al Leiter's 19-year career. Both Al and Jack's mom, Lori, were here yesterday to see the no-hitter in person.
Come on, Wes.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ethan Smith strikes out Wes Clark, and the national home run leader is 0 for 8 this weekend.
Yeah, fastball up in the zone, elevated. And Clark, who's fighting it this weekend, trying to take some big hacks. Really struggling making contact, but these Vandy pitchers have not made it easy on him.
David Mendham's got a couple of hits in the series, including one today in the 4th inning. Thomas Schultz's line is complete. 4+ innings after a leadoff single in the 5th chased him. 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Dominic Keegan gets around it and flips to Smith for the 2nd out.
Looked like they had been playing a pretty heavy pull. And Keegan was hugging the line and had some good depth, so able to get around that thing. Nice job hustling over to first base by Smith. These pitchers
2-out
and
magic. Let's go.
infielders work tirelessly on pitching fielding practice, so pays off in times like that.
Keegan back today after missing 7 games with a positive COVID test. Every game he's played this year has been his first base. And not only is this Vanderbilt's starting infield, it's their best defensive infield too.
Yep.
Joseph said Icer's so due, bro.
options,
Everybody in our lineups do. Everybody's due in our lineup. What do you mean? I mean, I get what you're saying, but
solid on the
yeah, we're all due.
1-2 on Eister. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Quick work for Ethan
Tell you what,
Smith,
Eister takes some
and these
swings
2
at this.
relievers are heating up. Commodores 5, Gamecocks 4 in the 6th.
No.
Your cousin from Boston.
Sam Adams Wicked Hazy IPA. Check it out. It's wicked hazy.
Yeah. But what's it called?
Are you kidding me?
Is it bleed green time?
Boston Celtics have 2 of the best wing players in the league.
Time to fear the deer.
Too strong to be contained, and here come the Bucks.
Is it Brooklyn together time?
This is a team that's starting to come together. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Or time to take note?
You don't take these guys serious. Look what they're doing out here. Donovan Mitchell has proven that he's a superstar.
It's NBA on ESPN time. Celtics Bucks, Nets Jazz on ESPN.
The road to the NFL Draft continues with Pro Days on ESPN.
It's an incredibly interesting draft.
This group is loaded. The 2021 Pro Days on the networks of ESPN. And don't miss the NFL Draft. Begins April 29th on ESPN and ABC.
Nice day to build up a little mask tan here in Nashville. 5-4 Commodores over the Gamecocks. Got some fans in the right field area.
Carolina fans
as
out
well
there. How
this
about that?
weekend. Some of the South Carolina crowd out there. The rule for every SEC sport, you hear about it all the time for football with allotment.
Right.
There's a family section for the home team and a team section for the away team, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the Gamecock crowd has poured over into the outfield. They will be at Founders Park on Tuesday to host the Citadel, and then over the weekend for their SEC home opener against Florida.
Enjoy that.
All right, Brett. You got to keep
Play
doing your
Texas
job,
last
man.
weekend,
If you're
Vanderbilt
Brett
this
Carey, just
weekend,
keep
and
doing
then
your job. We're only
Florida.
down a run. Let's go.
Three
Keep
tough
doing your
weekends in a
job.
row.
Florida went and swept Texas A&M this weekend. That series was in Gainesville. Parker Nolan struck out both times so far today. First time facing Brett Carey. Out of the bullpen, came in with 1 out in the 4th, his second full inning of work after a 1-2-3 fifth.
See ya.
Called strike 3. Brett
Attaboy.
Carey locks up Parker Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan didn't even have time to react to this. I mean, take a look at his breaking ball. Starts off right at the hands, goes down at the knees. Very, very well executed pitch. Carey's done such a good job of changing the eye angle of these hitters.
Attaboy.
The Citadel on Tuesday, then Florida and at Georgia the next 2 weekends. Thomas lines one foul along the ground. It gets interesting, not that it isn't already, but it gets even more interesting with the schedule makers. Weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8 beyond this stretch for South Carolina, where they will face their 4 SEC West cross-division opponents consecutively.
Wow.
Those are the 4 West teams that receive first place votes in the division. At LSU, home against Arkansas, at Ole Miss, hosting Mississippi State, all in a row.
Yes, we know our
does have
schedule.
3 of those 4 on the schedule.
Right.
But they do have Alabama, and they will not see Arkansas in the regular season.
Well, at least South Carolina gets to play Arkansas at home, so that
Right.
should help.
Yeah, at least we don't have to go to Baum. That's a good point. Or the dude. Boy, Carey?
Strike 3.
Let's go, kid.
Back-to-back strikeouts and 4 of the last 5 for Brett Carey.
Boy, Brett.
And Thomas not happy with the call, but that's a slider right there at the top of the zone. A little bit of a tighter break than we've seen on some of the other breaking balls from Carey. You're really feeling all his pitches right now.
South Carolina, Arkansas was a super regional in 2018 when all the SEC teams played each other's in supers, it felt like. Vandy lost to Mississippi State. Arkansas beat South Carolina. And after South Carolina took game 2 of that weekend to force a game 3, there was a very funny moment with Carlos Cortez, one of the greatest players in South Carolina baseball history, faking out the hog pen after catching the last out. He goes, "Oh, you guys want a ball?" Just kidding.
Oh.
Davis pops the 1-1 up in the middle of the field. Khalil makes the catch, and it's back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Brett Carey. Gamecocks still down a run.
Now, get one of our best 5G phones on us when you buy one. Only from Verizon.
Ah, come on. Seems about right. Your cousin from Boston.
Find a way.
I brought Sam.
Where's the water?
Dude, what if we found a dead body out here? Rope swing. Canoe trip canceled. It says watch out for cougars. Oh, Dave, I didn't know your ma was out here. Yeah, you got a knot, kid. Oh, sorry. Nothing like a Sam Adams in the great outdoors. Not too heavy, not too light. A shooting star.
That's a plane.
Shooting star.
Same plane. Hello?
Hey, Dad. Bobby's wondering if you could watch cartoons with him.
Yeah, sounds nice. I hope we can soon.
Dad, check your email.
Okay, click.
Hi, Grandpa!
What is this?
It's Sling Watch Party. You can invite people to watch live TV with you.
Wow.
Hey, family.
How'd you get in there, Todd?
Sling Watch Party is live TV together from anywhere, only from Sling. Get the best of cable for the best price.
It's a bad day for dreaming.
This game has settled down as the bullpens have taken over. Vanderbilt becomes the first team to use 2 relievers in this ball game as sophomore right-hander Nick Maldonado takes the mound for the first time this weekend. 7 1/3 scoreless innings, pitching in a variety of roles. He's started some clean middle innings like this. He's inherited base runners and stranded most of them, and then also pitched the 9th inning a couple of times.
Yeah, he's been using a lot of different roles, but another one of these young arms that Scott Brown
How does
loves
that
in this
turf
pitching
just not
staff.
get
The guy
destroyed?
really
You know what I
competes.
mean?
He's got a lot of good down action on the fastball. His fastball's got some good velo too, but kind of developed a cutter, so going to get a lot of mishit balls, a lot of ground balls. Really what you want out of a guy who's come in, try and get a shutdown inning.
Maldonado, a sophomore from Short Hills, New Jersey. Went to Seton Hall Prep in his 2nd year with the Vanderbilt team and really claimed a big bullpen role. He's one of 4 Diamond Sports stars in the family amongst his siblings. That's not even including his dad, Frank Sr. His older brother,
Let's go,
Frank,
Brandon.
played
Lead us off,
center
babe.
field
Come
at
on.
Pitt. His sister, Alexa, the oldest of 4, played softball at Notre Dame and actually played for the USA Baseball women's national team.
Got 9 outs to do it.
Baseball.
Got 9 outs to
Chris is
do
a
it.
high school junior, planning to go to Clemson in a couple years. Faces Brennan Malone to start the Carolina 7th.
Nope, that's out.
There's the cutter outside.
May come to you, babe.
Swing and a miss.
Come on.
Got him to chase the slider.
Yeah, that's what Maldonado will do. Kind of try to expand the zone a little bit further out every time, and got him to do it.
Called strike 3, sets Malone
He gave
down.
Carey that too, man. You can't get that
You
upset.
can
He
expand the
gave
zone for
Carey
the
that
hitter,
pitch.
but also you start creeping it out there for the umpire too. That one a little bit, a couple inches off, but got the call.
Maldonado leans on his 2 firmest pitches, 2-seam fastball and cutter, which break in opposite
But his
directions.
glove, purple
and then we'll
and
mix in
green.
a
You guys see
softer
that
slider
glove?
and a changeup too, which he threw for the first time in a game this year on Tuesday.
Yeah, we saw it was a good-looking pitch too. We really
Nobody
won't see that
more
in most
do
cases, more
than
so
Colin
left-handers,
Burgess.
But as you mentioned,
Nobody
really
more
likes
do.
the fastball and the cutter.
Started Burgess off with a 2-seamer, and Burgess yanks this one foul. The cutter is new this season, and Nick is aptly named to add a cutter. His middle name is Mariano. His mom,
Convenient.
Gina, is a Yankees fan and named him after Mariano Rivera. So here he is throwing a cutter. He said his mom loves it. That
I
is the
think
cutter.
That might have been a suggestion from mom too.
Nick Mariano Maldonado working to Colin Burgess. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Not quite at Mo Rivera's level yet, but a very good cutter down and away.
Yeah, effective pitch right there on the outside corner. Again, just expands the zone to the right-handers. You just lose the barrel right when you try and make contact with it. I actually listened to Rivera kind of talk about when he first developed the cutter. He said he was, I think it was in a minor league game. He was warming up in the bullpen and just kind of found it one day.
Maldonado found that one for a 1-2-3 inning. 4 straight
6 outs to salvage the
1-2-3
game.
frames
Can you do it?
turned in by 3 different relievers. Keeps
Can
us
you do
at
it?
5-4 as we stretch.
With the intelligent control of all-wheel drive, and the power of a 2.5-liter turbo engine. There's no limit to the places the all-new Sorrento can take you, and to the stories waiting for you when you get there. The all-new Sorrento, the world's first storytelling machine.
You clean dishes.
I will say this, and I said it yesterday, I think.
Ahead of the mess.
But I tell you what, the one thing I have been liking about the weekend is just the overall pace of the games. Like, thank God we're not watching some 3.5, 4.5 hour shit show. Like, these games actually have some tempo to them. So I at least appreciate that.
The spray activated suds cut through grease on contact without water. Just wipe and rinse. Get dishes done faster. Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. Spray, wipe, rinse.
Seems about right. Your cousin from Boston. I brought Sam.
Where's the water?
Rope swing. Canoe trip canceled. You got a knot, kid. Oh, sorry. Nothing like a Sam Adams in the great outdoors. Hey, anybody want to trade tents?
All but one of those runs came against starting pitchers Thomas Schultz and Julian Bosnick. Bosnick went 3 1/3 for Carolina. Schultz went 4+ for Vandy. Brett Carey, Ethan Smith, and Nick Maldonado have settled this ball game down and ushered us straight to the 7th inning stretch.
Why is softball wearing
Max Hers and
teal
Andrew Harris
uniform
here at Hawkins Field? Hope
Can
you're
anybody
having fun
explain
with
that?
this series finale. We certainly are. We will be back Tuesday night at 6:30 Central as Vanderbilt hosts Lipscomb in their second consecutive midweek game. That would normally be at First Horizon Park, where the Nashville Sounds play. Because of COVID, they are here this year. Commodores go to Missouri starting Thursday next weekend. Brett Carey back on the bump, dealing with Jason Gonzalez. 9-1-2 for Vandy. Gonzalez, Bradfield, and Young.
Boy, Brett, keep going, babe. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling, babe.
Gonzalez, an RBI triple that Andrew Eister had a chance at in right field, but hit off the wall and bounced away from him. He scored in the 4th inning. Vandy's most recent run, that made it 5-2. Commodores led 4-0, 4-2, 5-2, and now 5-4. Brett Carey's come out of the bullpen for the first time this weekend. Gave up that triple to Gonzalez, and since then has recorded 8 straight outs.
Yeah, he's really found the slider. I think that one he's trying to bury a little bit more, hung up in the zone, so Gonzalez was able to get a little piece of it.
Oh, the awareness. I see. I didn't know there was
Really
anything.
doing a good job, Carey is.
My bad. I didn't know that.
That's where he wanted it.
Well, Brett.
Gotten a lot of punch outs on that
Tell you
outside
what.
corner. Those right-handers just, they can't even.
Brett Carey has
make the
been
decision to swing
freaking
the
dealing,
bat 'cause
son.
it just, they react to it a little bit too late. It's tough for them to pick up.
5 strikeouts for Carey. 4 of them have been looking. Back to the top for Enrique Bradfield Jr. A walk, a stolen base, and a run scored in the first. Since then, a ground out and a line out to center. Takes a strike.
And if you remember, that line out to center had potential to be an RBI. Jason Gonzalez was on third base, but wasn't able to tag quick enough. It's kind of a weird play, but possibly a missed opportunity there. But Bradfield has definitely done a good job this year, and Tim Corbin threw him up there at the top part of the order to continue to wreak havoc.
Mendham handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the inning for Brett Carey, and 10 straight outs.
Yeah, the way this game has gone, Vanderbilt jumped out early in the first inning and then got another run in the third, and South Carolina came right back roaring with a couple of home runs.
Come on, boy.
And Vandy answered back, and then South Carolina came back, and nothing much is going on over the past few innings, but with the way that Carey has been pitching, that momentum definitely feels like it's a little bit more in South Carolina's dugout than Vanderbilt, even though Vanderbilt does have the lead. So interesting to see how this one plays out.
Young came into the game 0 for his last 10, has a bunt single in the third.
Now, I think home plate umpire Fred Cannon has given a warning to the South Carolina dugout. Maybe a little extra chirping.
Mark Kingston's out of the dugout. We'll see if this was just a warning or maybe more. Mark Kingston is hot. You can hear him. He's saying, I talk to my team. You talk to me. I'll talk to my team. We'll let you listen.
One positive of not having fans. Can definitely hear everything that Coach Kingston's saying.
Yeah, I think Kingston
Thomas
got
Farr,
tossed.
as Ace gave him the thumbs up, and he got ejected.
Wow.
The South Carolina dugout's fired up, and Mark Kingston's going to go sit on the bus. There's no visitors' locker room at Hawkins Field. I think he's got to pass off the lineup card first.
Or maybe he's forgot his snacks. Regardless, I mean, it's a tough situation. You've been losing a few different games. And just trying to light a fire under your team, and that's one way to do it.
They can't play until Mark Kingston is gone. Third base umpire Daniel Crick stopped the game.
Wow. Bro, honestly, though, I've been thinking that to myself. And see, what sucks is it's the SEC, and he'll probably have to, like, miss a game or something. Well, I would have done that games ago, bro.
That was fun to hear.
I'd have done that games
interesting.
ago.
I do think there might have been a little bit extra chirping from some of the other players, but a good job by Kingston. I mean, we definitely could hear him saying, like, hey, if you're going to talk to my team, you're going to talk to me. So trying to stick up for his guys.
Out the gate and over either towards the buses, or maybe Vanderbilt can let him into the McGugan Center across the street. But Mark Kingston will probably be tuning us in pretty shortly.
Where the fuck's that pitch?
The rule is an ejected manager cannot be within sight or sound of the game in college baseball. So through all of this, Carter Young bats. Brett Carey's still rolling with 10 straight outs. 3-1.
Yeah, Tim Corbin rarely loses his cool, but in 2012, we were not very good to start off the year, and we're losing a game to, I believe it was Kennesaw State during a midweek.
Make the play.
Braylon
Let's go.
Wimmer
Fire him up. Let's
handles
go. Come on.
And that's 11
Let's see if it gets them
straight
fired up.
outs
Let's
for
go.
Brett
Come on.
Carey. We will hear about Tim Corbin getting hot first thing.
Come on. Do it for King. Let's go. Come on.
Mark Kingston tossed.
Let's do it for King, Bill. Let's go. Come on.
Come on. Seems about right. Your cousin from Boston. I brought Sam.
Where's the water?
Dude, what if we found a dead body out here? Rope swing. Canoe trip canceled. It says watch out for cougars. Oh, Dave, I didn't know your ma was out here. Yeah, you got a knot, kid. Oh, sorry. Nothing like a Sam Adams in the
I
great
mean, you normally see
outdoors.
managers do
Not
that to
too
fire
heavy,
their team
not
up.
too
And
light.
like the dugout
Shooting star.
was actually
That's a
fired up.
break.
Man, I'd be fired
Shooting
up.
star.
Same plane.
It sucks, though, again, because like at the college level,
it's time to start making it.
At the college level, you pay such a price for it. You know what I mean? So he's probably going to miss. I'd imagine he'll miss Tuesday. I think you maybe miss I don't exactly know the rule, but I think maybe you miss a game. But yeah, I mean, I love it, man. Your team's scuffling. You know, you feel like maybe the energy's not there. You're trying to do something, change something up. Go get tossed. You know what I mean? Go get tossed. And get your money's worth when you're doing it.
Commodores 5, Gamecocks 4 in this Sunday series finale. Vandy looking for the sweep, and tension's getting hot with Mark Kingston ejected, but former Vandy infielder Andrew Harris has to finish the Tim Corbin ejection story. Let's go.
I know, yeah, I got cut off, but yeah, we were not very good in 2012 to start the season and lost a lot of games. I think we were playing Kennesaw State in a midweek, and you know, had made a bunch of errors and just were not pitching well, not hitting well. And Tim Corbin got fired up and got tossed from the game. And, you know, after the game, actually, and at the end of the game, like towards the 7th or 8th inning, I went down to get in the bullpen to start warming up my arm. And I saw Tim Corbin packing up his things and was kind of leaving. And I got out of there real quick. I didn't want any part of that. But he had to leave the premises. But after that game, Derek Johnson,
let it hit you. Let it hit you.
Assistant coach at the time.
Max Free, Mark Kingston got ejected. Yeah, I guess they were
typical Derek Johnson way,
chirping about balls and strikes. And Kingston went out there and told the umpire, "Hey, don't talk to my team. Talk to me. Don't chirp to my
what
team."
You're gonna do, but
because the umpire was trying to address the dugout instead of addressing him
actually killing
one-on-one.
Oh my God!
And it was after that point. I mean, just went on a tear and actually went on to a regional at NC State, but. I think if you asked Tim Corbin, that was one of the more stressful.
Attaboy! Let's go!
Coach, but one of the
get on two
ones towards the end.
Brady Allen.
Let's go! Let's go!
Field corner for a leadoff double.
That boy Brady.
Tying run in scoring position to start
Let's
the
go.
Gamecock 8th.
Nice piece of hitting, a fastball inside. Actually, I think it was a changeup that ran inside and up in the zone, right past the diving Gonzalez. And that'll get your team jacked up. Your coach get ejected and lead off double.
Had a baby.
You saw on the way out the players.
Dude, I almost
Mark
bunt
Kingston
here
walked
with
past.
Wimmer,
They were jacked up.
Yeah.
Like push bunt, try to get a hit out of it.
Brady Allen and Braylon Wimmer
Why
have
not?
driven in all 4 runs. One's on second, the other's at the plate.
There it is.
Wimmer bunts.
What a
for the
bunt.
second
Beat it,
straight
Wim!
This will be at least a sacrifice.
He's safe. Oh!
Out at first. First base coach Trip Couch wants a review. We are past the point of challenges.
Oh.
Jeremy Dupree will oblige as the umpires gather. Either way, the tying runs at third with either 1 out or no outs.
Yeah, it was a great executed
Gotta
bunt.
go look at
I
it.
definitely think
Gotta
he
go
was
look
out
at it.
first
Come
base,
on.
but at least we're able to.
There you go. There you
move him
go.
up to third, whether or not he gets it.
Morris Hodges and Daniel Cricks will go to the headset. In conference games, they talk to the SEC Replay Center in Birmingham.
That's a good bunt. Really nice job by Wimmer.
We'll take a look here.
He got hella
Nice
speed,
job getting
man.
off the mound. Actually, on there, it looked a little bit closer. We'll take a look here. This is probably the best view.
Oh,
that's a lot closer than I thought.
Ooh.
Now that we see that second angle.
Dude. I mean, that's
the South Carolina dugout is seeing exactly what you're seeing on the
that looks like
scoreboard
Ty
and
goes to the
reacting
runner,
positively.
man.
The interesting thing is it looks like his left foot hits the front of the bag, or the turf in front of the bag. I don't know if he ever.
Yes,
it
he
looks like
touched
that
the
toe actually
bag.
touched
Get
the
out
bag.
of here. Is this cat really trying to say he did not
We've
touch
seen
the
a
bag?
number of really close
Come
plays
on.
this whole series. His umpire crew is definitely getting a full use of the replay.
They really
But
trying to
these are the
say his
times when
foot didn't touch
it's
the
super
bag?
necessary to have
Get out of here.
because you want to make sure that the right call is made, because this is a huge spot in the game. Runner on third with nobody out is a little different than runner on third with one person out.
Call on the field was out at first base.
I think he's safe. I think he's safe, bro. There. He's safe there.
That's about as good of a shot as you can get. And it does look like that left foot is touching the bag right before
He's safe, man.
the ball
He
goes
is
into the net,
absolutely
so
safe. From that
Might have
angle
to
you
reverse
saw
my
where you
call
can
and
see the
say he
glove,
might
the
be
ball
safe.
going in the glove,
They're
and
still
him,
reviewing
he's
this.
safe.
How about those
He's
long
safe
strides
there,
from
no
Braylon
question.
Wimmer?
Yeah,
No
he really
question in
threw
my
up,
mind
and he
he's safe.
really stretched out there on that last one.
Looks like we have a verdict.
Hey!
Call overturned
Let's go.
for South Carolina.
Let's go.
First and third with nobody out. Brady Allen and Braylon Wimmer getting it done again at the top of the lineup.
Just a perfectly executed bunt there by Wimmer.
Boy, Wim, nice job. Hey, speed kills. Speed kills.
Make a play.
Now what you going to do?
Josiah Seitler, 0 for 3 in the game.
Bro, Wimmer should be bunting at minimum one time a game. At minimum once.
Pitching change for Vandy. Maldonado, Delta 1, 2, 3,
All right,
7.
I'm going to go take a piss. We'll be right back.
Start his 8th.
Let's go.
And the Commodores will go back to their well-stocked bullpen. Here comes Luke Murphy for the second time this weekend. The Vanderbilt closer will inherit a pair and a 1-run lead. We think.
He's ready. Waiting in the shadows.
Home plate umpire Fred Cannon out to press the issue. And there's the change. Luke Murphy finished off the win Friday. Was the only Vanderbilt reliever needed in the first 2 games. Didn't need anybody yesterday because of Jack Leiter's no-hitter. Leiter struck out 16 batters in Vanderbilt's 5-0 win. He walked the first batter he faced and retired the next 27. And anytime Kamar Rocker and Jack Leiter pitch, they've been the talk of the baseball world. But especially this weekend with the 2 great starts they've poured out. Here's Vanderbilt's poster for Jack Leiter's no-hitter. First regular season no-no for Vandy since 1971. Of course, Kamar Rocker did it in Supers a couple years ago. His teammates loved it. C.J. Rodriguez who caught it. It was a pleasure light. Kamar Rocker, short and sweet, certified. David Price, former Commodore, clapping loudly from Dodgers spring training in Arizona. And then from throughout the baseball world, our friends at the SEC Network in Charlotte, MLB, Vandy Chancellor Daniel Diermeyer, Clark Lee, the new Vandy football coach, and big Vandy baseball fan
Dakota.
Braylon
Wimmer.
Nashville.
Yeah,
he runs a 6'4", 60-yard dash.
Just from looking at your
to equate that into like football terms, people that don't understand how fast that is, he's probably running like he's easily running a 4.340. Like he is fast, bro.
Everybody's super excited.
He's fast,
for
very fast. Yeah, 6'4" is flying.
The cake. This is a sentimental one.
That is
Watching this
flying.
video of my son's final out of a no-hitter and to see the genuine happiness from his teammates makes me so happy. At Jack Leiter chose to go to school at Vanderbilt. Camaraderie and team chemistry at its best. It is a special place. Grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I saw that too, and I think that's probably one of the big reasons why Leiter went to Vanderbilt. I mean, just to get the college baseball experience, and if you're going to do that, there's no better place to do that than at Vanderbilt. I mean, you know that Leiter has an opportunity at the next level, you know, after this year, but you know, you're not going to get that college feel for more than a few years. So definitely got to take advantage of it when you can.
Luke Murphy in for the second time this series.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Got to capitalize.
First and third and nobody out.
Got to capitalize, boys. Let's go. Find a way.
So
Battle.
For Vanderbilt in 5 late game appearances, 6 innings, has faced 19 batters and struck out 12 of them. Josiah Seitler in the middle of the order. Face him now.
Nope.
Yeah, Murphy was unbelievable back on Friday. He really had some guts in a tight spot and closed out that game after a phenomenal performance by Rocker. And Murphy asked here to come in a similar tight space and continue to grow.
Seitler was the first batter he faced Friday, too. He struck him out looking, and he gets a swing and a miss here.
Hey, know your situation.
Come at you and challenge
Time
you with
run
that
on third with
fastball.
nobody out. Know your situation.
But it does have a
Know
sharp
your
breaking
situation,
ball as well,
Sight.
so going to put a lot of pressure on his catcher, Rodriguez, to make sure he can block it and keep it in front.
Know your
keep those
situation.
runners
Do
where
your
they
job. Let's go. Come on. Hit him.
Hit him.
Out of Here we go.
With nobody out for Wes Clark.
I mean, Wes.
And Murphy actually got a lot of strikeouts on that inside fastball back on Friday, and so he tried to come in on Seitler, but that one went in a little bit too much and got his elbow. But big spot here for a guy who struggled this weekend.
Hey,
So
what could go
he's
wrong,
definitely
right?
due for something.
Bases loaded, nobody
Clark,
out.
the first
Wes
man
Clark
to
at the
10
plate.
homers in college baseball.
What could go
0
wrong?
for 8 this weekend.
No,
One
what
of
could
those
go
walks
wrong,
came
right?
against
If you're
Murphy,
Vandy,
who pitched
what
away from
could
him
go
on
wrong?
Friday. Can't do that here. Swing and a miss. Power on power at 97.
All right, Wes, you don't have to hit a home run here. You do not have to hit a homer.
He was going for it. I don't think it's no surprise what he's swinging for here.
You don't have to hit a home run here. You really don't.
A lot of depth on the
Don't have
infield.
to hit a bomb. Stay within
It's a big
yourself.
power hitter Clark.
Nope, that's up. Yeah, leave
1-1.
that. You have no chance on that 95+ mile-an-hour fastball. When it's up there, you have
Vandy
no. It
appears
looks
to
good.
concede the run here.
It looks good,
Yeah, I definitely
but
think
you
they're
have no chance.
trying to concede or shut down the big inning. They're not going to play in and possibly get 2 runs easy. Just going to
Come on,
make
babe.
sure that they
Come on, hum baby,
take
baby
care of
West,
the
hum baby
baseball and
West.
get what they can.
Oh,
Strike 2. Fred Cannon gives it to him on the outside.
That was 95. That looked like it had a little bit extra juice on it. Big pitch here by Murphy. He's got runners on every single base, so see what he comes with here.
Popped foul. 97 again. Brady Allen doubled down the third base line to lead off the inning at the top of the order. Braylon Wimmer had a bunt single that was turned from out to safe on review. Seitler hit by a pitch as Murphy's first batter.
Come on, Wes, shorten up.
We watch 2
Shorten up,
future
find a way.
pros, Luke Murphy and
Shorten
Wes
up.
Clark.
That's up.
2-2.
That's up. Not a bad pitch, but
Nice
that's
job
up.
of framing there by Rodriguez. This was definitely outside the zone, but
yeah,
brought it right back
he
in.
tried to stick it in there, but that's
Home
not.
plate
That's
umpire
up and
Fred
away.
Cannon said not so fast. Murphy stuck with the hard stuff. Let's see if he tries to use that breaking ball.
Bit my
A little
lip.
risky, though, with the runner on third base.
Is it
Hit
deep
the
enough?
air to
Yeah, it's got to
right.
be deep enough.
The tying run,
Scoring.
Allen tags at
Ooh, I don't
third as
know.
Thomas comes in. Allen headed home.
Let's go. How to do the job.
Wait.
Had a baby Wes. Way to do the job. Had a boy. How to do it.
For Wes Clark brings the Gamecocks even.
Yeah, and even though Clark has had a tough weekend, that's probably one of the more important swings he's had all weekend. A great job
Had a boy. Hey,
getting that ball deep in the outfield.
way to do it.
To
Damn,
get
I thought that
run
might have been
home.
a little too shallow.
And Gamecocks tied
Hey,
it
way to
up.
do the job, babe. Tie game. Let's go. Let's go.
That run charged to Maldonado. First one of the year that goes against Vanderbilt's sophomore reliever. Murphy, the third pitcher of the day. Thomas Schultz went 4+. Ethan Smith
Here
went 2.
we
Nick
go.
Maldonado 1+. And now Murphy here. Vandy thinking about an appeal here?
I don't know.
Don
looked like
Keegan
he-
came over to talk to Murphy.
Come on,
Yeah, it
Davey.
looked like he didn't
Come
leave
on,
early,
Davey.
but
Bases loaded, nobody out. You got to make it hurt.
Just a word
gotta
of
make it
advice from
hurt.
the first baseman. David Mendham with first and second and one out. Very late time call.
Yeah, I was surprised he gave it to him so late. Murphy was almost already in his windup.
No, that's up and away.
First breaking ball misses high.
Up and away.
South Carolina ties the game after their skipper, Mark Kingston, ejected in the bottom of the 7th. Mendham fouls that one off. Andrew, we heard Kingston defending his players.
Right.
If you're going to warn my dugout, you warn me.
Right. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of chirping. I don't know what it was about. I don't think it was balls or strikes, but
Come on, Davey, drop something, babe.
Cannon said something to him, and Coach Kingston stood up for him. So South Carolina said, hey, let's get this thing going. Coach is fired up.
There's a curveball for strike 2. Luke Murphy to David Mendham. Murphy's tasked now keeping this game tied for Vanderbilt.
Oh, yeah.
Line drive.
Let's go!
Base
Score him. He's scoring.
hit.
He's scoring.
Wimmer stops at third, and they are
He stopped
reloaded.
at third. I'll be
for
damned.
Andrew
All right,
Eister.
attaboy. Wow. I thought with Wimmer's speed, bro, I thought he was
Nice piece of
scoring
hitting there
easy.
by Mendham.
I guess he might
Take a
have
look at the
seen
swing.
he was going to get down.
The slider came in, pulled his hands in, and rubbed it right out there to right field. Good job by the base runners.
Atta
just
baby.
holding up, playing
Nice
base
job, Davey.
baseball, not trying to push
Hey, maybe he's
anything.
getting it going, huh? Maybe he's getting it
Keep
going.
Getting guys on, putting good at-bats together. And South Carolina's offense has really been ignited over the past few innings.
Eister 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts.
Go.
Called strike 1.
Got to do it here, man.
Eister 0 for 10
You got to
in
do
the
it here.
series with 7 strikeouts.
You got to do it here.
As South Carolina calls an offensive timeout. And Eister speaks with third base coach Stuart Lake. Getting tender down there. Eister, the senior right fielder for South Carolina. Came into the weekend as the only Carolina player to get on base in every game. He has not done so yet in this series. Gamecocks trying to salvage the finale for their first SEC win of the year.
Yeah, there it is.
Line drive to
Get over his
center.
head.
Bradfield
Oh,
going
my
back, and he makes
God.
the catch. Great play.
All right,
And
that'll give you the
South
lead, though.
Carolina takes the
That'll give you the lead. Atta baby.
Andrew Eister scores.
What a
Braylon
freaking
Wimmer,
catch,
and
man.
The Gamecocks lead for the first time this series.
This is a perfect definition of SEC baseball right here. Bases loaded. Ball is absolutely mashed. I mean, a great piece of hitting by Eister. And look at the catch by the young freshman Bradfield. South Carolina able to get the run, but without that catch, I mean, definitely a couple more would have scored, but just great baseball all the way around.
God, what a catch.
Wimmer was the only runner who moved up. Seitler and Mendham still at first
Come on,
and
Brennan.
second. Both outs in the inning have been sack flies to tie the game and put South Carolina ahead.
First lead of the freaking series, dude. Unreal.
Both runs charged to Maldonado. Vandy led this game 4-0 and 5-2. One ball,
Come on, Brennan.
one strike on Brennan Malone. 1 out of 3 today. Singled and scored a run in the 5th inning.
Some water out of the Brita in the fridge. I don't know. We might have been doing better when you weren't in here. Come on, 7. Come on, 7.
Swing and a miss. 96 from Murphy.
Yeah, he got tossed.
Called strike 3. Malone doesn't like the call, but South Carolina accomplishes
Well,
their mission.
we took the
2
lead.
runs on 3 hits and a pair of sac flies to take a 6-5 lead in the 8th inning.
Got 6 + 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class?
Find a way to get 6 out.
Chloe? Archie?
Find a way to get 6 out.
Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have
Just
to
find
eat
us
it
a
all
way to get
myself.
6 outs.
10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch.
Yeah, it's in there.
1,000 thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauce in tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
It's hard to believe that Mint Mobile can be good at just $15 a month.
6 outs, man.
As
Just
Mint's
find a
new
way to
owner,
get
I
6
brought in one of our
freaking
first and
outs.
oldest customers.
6 outs is all you
Welcome
need.
to Mint,
6
Ryan.
outs.
So you've had Mint
6
for years. Any
Just
issues?
6 outs.
No, the service has been great. And under my ownership, it's going to get even better.
How?
No idea.
Still $15 a month, though, right?
Yep.
How about Taco Wednesday? Nobody's done that before.
Engaged, but not sure what to do next? Plan your whole wedding at Zola. Start with beautiful save the dates. Enjoy free personalized samples. And for peace of mind, get free change the dates with your order. Add a free matching wedding website to update guests about your big day. You can even host virtual events on it for free. Build a registry that lives on your website too. Fill it with gifts, experiences, even cash funds, all from the comfort of your sofa. Start planning from home at Zola.com.
Great ball
Carey, get
game
us through
in
the 8th at
Nashville. Matt
least.
Scherzer and Andrew Harris. South Carolina without their manager, Mark Kingston, ejected in the bottom of the 7th. Top of their order gets 2 runs to take a 6-5 lead, while Brett Carey has held it down on the bump.
Yeah, Carey really has been the difference maker in this game. Really kept these Commodore hitters off balance and provided some stable pitching for that South Carolina offense to really come back on a tear.
3, 4, and 5 in the Vanderbilt order. Dominic Keegan, Tate Colwick, and C.J. Rodriguez now down a run as South Carolina plays with their first lead of the series.
Come on, Brett. Can you not?
Keegan in his first game back from COVID-19.
Yeah,
1
yeah,
for
he went.
3,
Yeah, he did.
and down 0-2.
Here you go, Brett. Here you go, Brett. Do your thing, babe. Stay sharp.
Yeah, one thing that Carey has done, he hadn't wasted any time. He's attacked these hitters and just kept the game rolling and kept the momentum in that South Carolina offense.
Attaboy!
Miss, strike 3.
Let's go, Brett.
Brett Carey has his 6th strikeout.
Nice fastball in the outside corner. I mean, the thing is super straight, but it's a pretty high spin rate on it, so jumps up a couple of gears once it gets to the plate.
Carey's now gotten 8 outs all in a row. Sorry, make that 11 outs. It's a called strike. He's gone 4 innings in total. This is his 9th outing of that length or longer in his college career. Colwick off the end of the bat. Wimmer doesn't get the out. Infield single for Tate Colwick.
I think Wimmer didn't.
Outs.
I thought it was a well-executed pitch by Carey, and right off the end of the bat, kind of a squibber.
I don't think Wimmer all that Wimmer
could do is
I don't know what he was
make
thinking
that
there.
slide.
Maddox said, dude, you literally just said he was hittable. What are you talking about?
Sometimes that's all you need. Just got to get a base runner on. Kind of get Carey out of his
Or
good
maybe you're
wind
not
up, out
talking
of
to
his
me,
rhythm. Put him in the stretch.
We've seen Wimmer get the ball to first in a lot of different ways.
I don't
That's the first time it
know
didn't
what
work,
Wimmer
but it
was
was a
doing
safe miss.
Right.
Carey against C.J. Rodriguez, who was 2 for 2
Come on,
against
babe.
the starter Julian Bosnick. 2-run homer in the first, RBI single up the middle in the third. He popped out against Carey in the 5th. Rodriguez in the series on base 7 out of 10 plate appearances. He has had a great weekend, highlighted by his homer in the bottom of the first inning today as Skylar Meade goes out for a visit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if this is a pitching change or if they've had people out there warming up, but the way that Carey's been pitching, I think just keep him in there and make sure that everyone's on the same page. You still have the right-on-right matchup, so I think it's pretty good.
There's Petey.
Actually, it does look like Peters is starting to get loose.
Peters pitched on Friday night. Was great at the end of that game. CJ Rodriguez has been great all weekend defensively behind the plate and with the bat. This was in the first inning today.
Yeah, it was an absolute bomb. I mean, for his first home run as a Commodore, a hanging breaking ball. Almost hit us over here at Memorial.
Brett Carey and CJ Rodriguez.
Good pitch.
1-1. Rodriguez, who's been behind the plate all weekend, wants to make sure that wasn't low.
Yeah, we saw Peters getting loose, and selfishly, I kind of hope he comes back in the game. He was lights out on Friday and had some big-time stuff, but see how long Carey can go.
Good pitch.
Got him with the slider. It's 1-2.
Go, Brett.
Carey inherited a base runner from starter Julian Bosnick. Davis did score on Gonzalez's triple. That was the first batter Carey faced. He left Gonzalez at third with 2 flyouts, then got 12 straight before Colwick's soft infield single. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Great weekend of baseball to start SEC play between Vandy and South Carolina. Commodores are 15-2, trying to start the season off with an SEC sweep. The Gamecocks have lost 6 games in a row overall, trying to win their first in conference on opening weekend.
Oh!
Full count.
And if you remember, Max, and going back to Friday, before Friday, only 5 guys on this Vandy team had ever played in an SEC game. So this is new territory for these guys, and they're getting a full dose of it here.
Sophomore CJ Rodriguez, one of those, hitting against Brett Carey.
Attaboy!
Miss, throw down to second. Colwick steals the base with 2 outs.
That's all right. Attaboy, Brett. Nice pitch.
We may have batters interference. The runner's out.
Let's go, batters interference. Let's go. Batters interference. He didn't get out of the way. Wow.
CJ Rodriguez.
Wow.
And the Gamecocks are living large.
We're living large, baby. Let's go.
As Tim Corbin talks with Fred Cannon. South Carolina still ahead as Coach Corbin disputes the call.
Let's take a look here.
Finally, the baseball
like
gods.
right over the
Finally,
plate.
the baseball gods.
That little midget was in the way. Come on. Seems about right. Your cousin from Boston. I brought Sam.
Where's the water?
Dude, what if we found a dead body out here? Rope swing. Canoe trip canceled.
Finally, the baseball gods show favor on us. Finally. Finally. Like, good Lord.
Nothing like a Sam Adams in the great outdoors. Not too heavy, not too light. A shooting star.
That's a plane.
Shooting star.
Same plane.
Finally, man.
Show me your face. Let me see who's really trying to stop me. I pay the price, don't care what it costs me. How you gonna cancel me? 20 awards on the mantelpiece. Pyramid stage at Glastonbury. Girls in the crowd got their hands on me.
Every champion begins with a dream.
Lady Bears are back at the top of college basketball.
And we got some women's basketball coming up in an hour and a half. How about that?
NCAA Women's Basketball Championship.
How about that?
Take another look at this batter's interference call against CJ Rodriguez.
It looked like Rodriguez swung and then came right over the plate. Did not leave the throwing area of Burgess, the
Chris
catcher.
said, or Joe said, Chris, are you sticking with Brett or going to Peters? By the way, Todd, happy Sunday indeed.
A huge double play there.
I mean, honestly, man, it depends on how Brett's feeling. I mean, he's dealing. He's absolutely dealing right now. So,
with Rodriguez back behind.
I mean, you got to hope your guy's going to be honest with you. You got to know your guy first off. But I mean, dude, he looked as sharp as ever in that inning. Why would you not stick with him? You know what I mean?
And nobody out last
And I mean, he is your closer. I know he's been in there a while, but you know,
the Carolina eighth once Murphy came in after back-to-back leadoff hits by Allen.
Can of corn, Colin.
Another catch by Bradfield as he calls off Isaiah Thomas for the first out of the ninth. Those 2 runs charged to Nick Maldonado, the first 2 on his ledger this season. An appearance number 8 out of the Vandy pen.
We saw Bradfield with a heck of a play last inning, but still covering some good ground. Sun playing some tricks on him out there, but does a good job fighting it.
George Khalil in the 9 spot, ducking out of the way from Luke Murphy. It was a scoring play for South Carolina on Andrew Eister's sac fly, put him ahead 6-5. If Bradfield doesn't catch that, that's potentially 3 for Carolina.
Baby. Nah, Joseph, I'd stick with him.
Out base runner.
Yeah, Joseph, I mean, I've been seeing your comments, and I don't know, like, you're acting like Brett Carey sucks. I don't really understand, like, any of the commentary you've been providing. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying Brett Carey has the best shit on the staff or anything, but you literally act like he's
really light tan or almost
a
white,
scrub.
so
I mean, he's our closer. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally
Covers a lot of
dealing
ground
at Vandy. Like, I don't know what you're
uses that
talking
thing
about.
to
So,
track down balls.
you know, you act so worried he's going to give up a bomb. I mean, that's just like, I'm not putting him back out there if I think he's going to give up a bomb. But I feel good he'll go out there and shove and put another good inning together. So.
Homer for their first run in the 4th off of Thomas Schultz. Double and a run scored in the 8th. And a run-scoring double play with the bases loaded.
Add some insurance to it. Add some insurance to it, man. You hit a guy, add some insurance to it.
Vandy scored their 5 runs in the first 4 innings. Led 5-2 at that point. Also led 4-0 prior. So South Carolina has been able to get 4 straight
Leighton,
zeros,
Scott Wingo
Brett
got
Carey
plunked
out
like
of the
every
bullpen.
time he came to the plate. So. Come on, threes. Get into one. Let's go. Come on. I don't think George is like a speed ding. I don't
actually
really
think they
know,
come
like,
back
what
with
they're-
Carey, or do you think they run Peters out there? We saw him, Peters getting ready with how well he did on Friday, but I don't know. I think they probably stay with Carey for a little bit. Just he's really got a feel for it out there.
I'm with you. Carey 57 pitches, 40 strikes. 7 strikeouts and just 2 base runners. It's 6, 7, and 8 scheduled for Vandy in the bottom of the 9th. Parker Noland, Isaiah Thomas, and Cooper Davis,
Is that not a desk?
who combined have reached base just once in the game in 9 plate appearances. Davis walked and scored in the 4th.
Come on, threes. Yeah, yes. And the chair.
Still 2 more outs to get before Vandy can think about that.
Nope, that's up and away.
Murphy behind Allen, 2-1.
See the line for Brett Carey. Only 57 pitches. Already 7 strikeouts. Done really well so far today.
Neither starter got
Brady.
out in the
Come, Brady.
5th inning. It's been just Brett Carey out of the Carolina bullpen. Runner going on the 2-1.
Oh, he's safe. No, he dropped it. He dropped it. Wow.
Safe at second.
Wow.
Kolwick had the tag, but
Wow.
lost the ball and his mitt.
Wow, 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 wow.
And Kolwick looks like it jammed
Wow.
his hand a little bit.
We'll take it.
A heck of a throw here by Rodriguez.
Ew.
Right on the money. And it looked like Kolwick stayed on the tag. And it got caught up in the left hand or kind of the shoulder of Khalil. It wasn't able to hold on to
It's
it.
about time the baseball gods shine on us. It's about freaking time. You know what I mean?
Khalil
So
now 2 for 2 stealing bases.
come
this
on,
season.
threes. Find a way to get him in. Come
26
on.
in his 3-year Division
He's there
I
for you. Let's
career with the
go.
Gamecocks.
Something to the gap.
2-2 to Brady Allen from Luke Murphy. Big fan of the custom elbow guards that a lot of the Carolina guys have with their
With
last
their
names
name
on them.
it, yeah.
I think those are Evo Shields. Khalil hit by a pitch and stole second. Gamecocks looking for insurance.
Coda says, I know Brett's our closer, doing good out of the pen. What's your opinion moving to the rotation? You know, we did that last year, man. Who's your closer then? I mean, I guess maybe you could move like Mahoney or Peters there, but I'm not really ready to give up on Bob taking the Sunday role, man. I mean, I get it. Listen, I totally get it, but I'm not ready to give up on Bob taking the Sunday
Friday.
role.
Came on in the 8th here today.
Nope, that's up.
3-2. I think that one may have slipped on him at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think he was still trying to go upstairs, but just went a little bit too high. Or if he does like to get.
Yeah, I think Brett's better in the bullpen. I think I think that kind of fits him better. You know what I mean? It's always seemed to be kind of his MO coming out of the pen. So I'd keep him there personally. Let's go! Let's go!
Base hit. Khalil stops at third, and Carolina's in business. Brady Allen, the rally starter all game long.
Oh, boy, Brady, good piece. Hell of a piece, Brady. I really would have contemplated sending him there.
Pretty quickly. And Khalil.
God, I would have contemplated sending him
through. By the time he had touched third base, and throw was already back in.
Sorry, here we go.
Which Brady Allen wins.
Boy, Brady. Way to win the battle.
He led off every game before this weekend, hitting the 2-hole Friday and Saturday. Back in the leadoff spot today, and he and Braylon Wimmer, who flip-flopped, have both gotten it done. Wimmer hit the back end of the back-to-back homers in the 4th. That cut Vandy's lead from 4-0 to 4-2. Had a run-scoring bunt single in the 5th, and another bunt single overturned.
Come on, Wim.
Out on review.
Dude, I wouldn't mind him dropping a bunt again. Honestly, why not? It's not a bad idea. If you can get it down, it's not a bad idea.
Vandy has the corners in. Double play depth up the middle.
Woo! Good eye, baby.
Gonzalez possibly expecting
run
a
here,
third
man. This
straight
is a
bunt
huge run at third.
I mean, looking at him, he starts off even with the bag, and then as the play starts, or as Murphy starts to make his way towards the plate, he'll creep in a little bit. But doesn't want to vacate too early because he does have the runner at third base.
Braylon Wimmer, the only base runner in Jack Leiter's no-hitter yesterday. Trying to make sure this series finale stays in Carolina's favor. This will not get the run in. Colwick in foul ground makes the catch. Tate Colwick sticks with it for a massive second out.
Yeah, that was a big league pop-up, too. That thing hung up there for quite a while. Great job by Colwick sticking with it. Came almost back into fair territory. Colwick called that pretty early. I mean, it was only a few steps from Keegan, the first baseman, but it does look like have some action in that pin for Vandy.
Miles Garrett, freshman right-hander who has not pitched this weekend. Looks ready if needed. Now Luke Murphy and Josiah Seitler. Murphy has now faced everybody once. He hit Seitler on a 1-1 pitch as he came on with 2 on and nobody out.
Come on, Sight. Got to have you. Come on.
He entered
Throw
with
a pass
5-4
ball.
lead, 2 runs
Do
inherited
something.
from
Throw a pass
Maldonado.
ball. I don't even care how we
Carolina
get it.
ahead.
Throw a pass ball.
Good look at a little bit of a shift on the left side for Seitler, the left-hander. Gonzalez playing a little bit farther off the line.
Come on, Sight.
Regardless of the outcomes, I mean, this is such a great opportunity for guys like Murphy, and if Garrett gets in the game, for some of these younger players to just have the experience of pitching in these tight situations. The Commodores have not really had to do that much this year.
Come on, Sight. Find a way.
Back-to-back foul balls from Seitler.
Shorten up. I mean, he's already choked up. I mean, just drive something. Come on, you know what to do. He knows what to do
Mark
here.
Kingston
Find a way. Battle. Battle.
Josiah Seitler, who's a junior.
Win the battle. Win the
arrived at
battle.
Columbia with talent and has worked hard to turn that talent into skill. Batting in the middle
Win
of
the battle,
lineup.
Sight. Win the battle.
He's played the outfield, DH'd, and pitched this season. Nearly hit him.
Near hit him.
Yeah, and Seitler was actually drafted in the 12th round coming out of high school back in 2018 by the Reds. A two-way player, very talented.
Swing and a miss. Murphy fooled him up high. Keeps it a one-run ball game with Vandy down to their final 3 outs. Isaiah Thomas due up second for the Commodores.
Carey coming back out for the ninth, for those wondering.
Your cousin from Boston.
Sam Adams Wicked Hazy IPA. Check it out. It's wicked hazy.
Yeah. But what's it called?
Are you kidding me?
Ritter with the positivity. My God, what is going on? Hell is freezing over. Hell is freezing over when Ritter comes in with the positivity. Jesus.
Show me your face. Let me see who's really trying to stop me. I pay the price, don't care what it costs me. How you gonna cancel me? 20 awards on the mantelpiece. Pyramid stage at Glastonbury. Girls in the crowd got their hands on me.
It's NBA on ESPN time. Celtics Bucks, Nets Jazz on ESPN.
Bottom of the
James Kendall, right now we got 82 people watching. Pretty damn good. Pretty solid, I'd say. It's funny, we had like 30 on earlier, and then we started coming back, and then we started winning. Now we got 83. We had like 90 a second ago. So the most we've had live at any one point, any of these watch-alongs. So not bad. Not bad at all.
And Isaiah Thomas are the first two due up. They are a combined 0 for 6 with 2 strikeouts today. We will not see Nolan in the DH spot. Vandy going with Troy Leneve, the sophomore outfielder, for his first ever SEC at bat.
Come on, Brett. 3 outs. Let's go. Come on. Attaboy.
Called strike on the outside.
Yeah, I think Tim
3 more outs, babe. 3 more outs.
Get some new blood in there. Get a left-handed bat and see Leneve can put a little juice in.
3 more outs, babe. Attaboy, good pitch.
Leneve 2 out of 5 to start.
I tell you what, you might, some people might talk about Carey's stuff, and it's not this and that. Bro, he makes it work. It gets on people, and it moves, and it's nasty, and man, he makes it work. Bottom line. I mean, he might not throw 97, but he makes it work. I mean, what else is there to say? He just makes it work. So
it's amazing how one result like that can get a player into a spot like this.
Yeah, a super tough situation to just be asked to come off the bench and instantly produce. But if you're able to do it, Tim Corbin going to continue to insert yourself.
Come on, Brett, get him here. Way ahead.
See what he can do.
Way ahead. Be smart. Way ahead. Be smart.
Here is that home run from Troy Leneve.
Maddox, Chris, you know about a year ago from today when the world started to shut down, you started the MLB The Show franchise with the Gamecocks. Yeah, dude, trust me. I remember very well doing those. I prefer this. I'm glad that
landed in the second row of seats.
I'm glad that we actually have games to watch. But, oh, yeah, I very vividly remember doing those. I was like, damn, we got to make some content. So, yeah, we did those for like 2.5 months. That's too good. Come on. Too good with 0-2. Come on now.
3 straight, nearly identical foul balls.
Come on now. You're way ahead. 0-2. You're way ahead.
That ball was supposed to be elevated, but Carey put it right back in the strike zone. But a good job by Neve just staying alive here.
6th pitch of the AB. Ball 1. Leneve
Yeah,
lays
Dakota,
the
his stuff's
off-speed,
plus
and
for
he's
sure.
made
I mean,
Carey
his
work.
stuff is plus. There's no doubt.
Foul again. 7 pitches deep. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And we talked earlier about how, things that really get your team going. A big at bat and long at bat really do that.
Attaboy!
3.
Attababy Brett.
Brett Carey wins the 8-pitch battle.
Attaboy Brett.
And Carey took a little bit off of this slider.
Nasty. That was
Came
filthy.
in the back door.
That was
Heck of a
filthy.
pitch. He's really done a good job of executing. Haven't seen that pitch too much to the left-handers, but good job by Carey so far today.
That was filthy.
So Leneve bats for Nolan. Thomas bats in place of himself. Very good in the first 2 games, but like Nolan, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts today. He bunts this one with the third baseman back. Tying run aboard. 3rd bunt hit of the year for Isaiah Thomas.
What are you going to do?
If they give it to him,
guy just lays a perfect bunt down. I don't know really what you can do there.
Burgess actually told Robinson, the third baseman, to come in right before that happened. And it was
is that
too
right?
late,
Oh, they subbed Robinson in on that?
Robinson, the third
I didn't realize
baseman,
Robinson. Yeah, Robinson is in there.
Bunt.
Subbed in for Brennan Malone.
Tying run aboard with 1 out for the Commodores, and Cooper Davis hitting 8th today. He'd been the leadoff man, and all 11 he was healthy for. Switches with Enrique Bradfield. One of Vanderbilt's best contact bats. Looking to put the ball in play.
Come on, Brett.
Skylar Meade out of the dugout for a visit. The pitching coach does make the pitching changes. Even when Mark Kingston is present, which he is not, he was ejected in the
Yeah. I know.
bottom of the 7th inning for what we viewed as really just sticking up for his team.
Right.
He didn't argue a specific call.
Exactly. Yeah, I think there was just a little bit of extra chirping.
We got 1 out in the bottom of the 9th
Cannon
inning.
said something, but nonetheless,
So we got 2 outs left.
Ignited a fire in that offense, and here we are. Saw Peters in that bullpen.
Yeah, I'm live.
College baseball rule, by the way, managers, head coaches are not suspended when they're
for
ejected.
the following game. Exactly.
Players and assistant coaches would be suspended, but the head coach is not suspended.
Are you running errands?
Just a visit with Skylar Meade. We saw Peters ready in the bullpen as he was to start the inning.
So there's 2 outs left.
South Carolina looking for their first SEC win of the season.
You have to do what?
1 ball, 1 strike on Davis. Walked and scored in the 4th. He was the last man to face Julian Bosnick.
Yeah, what time do you think that would be?
Popped out to shortstop, his first time facing Carey.
Okay, well.
Hard to believe Carey's only faced 18 hitters.
Yeah, well,
just 3 base runners.
I got to do an interview at 7, right?
He's made short work of this offense.
Yeah. I mean, I was planning on it.
Davis bunts up in the air, but foul onto the netting behind home plate.
Okay, let me call you right after this game. There, like I said, we got 2 outs left.
Yeah, it looked like Davis had saw a little bit of an opening on the right side to drag one with him. And now he's got to go to work here.
Can't ignore Miss TSUS.
Davis, a big part of that kind of offensive explosion back on Friday. And now down here at the bottom of the order. See if he can ignite
1 out. 1 out. Let's go. 1 out.
Runner going, strike 3 as Thomas gets to second. But Davis is a big second out. Strikeout number 9 for Brett Carey.
Yeah, Davis just couldn't hold up. Really, really tight slider there. Yeah, definitely went around. But regardless, the runner moved up. So even though it was a strikeout, you still have a runner in scoring position and an opportunity to put a ball in the gap and tie the game.
Catcher Colin Burgess out by himself for a visit. Certainly worth it to take one here. With a pivotal at bat in the ball game in the bottom of the 9th inning. Vanderbilt led 4-0 and 5-2. South Carolina has scored the last 4 runs.
Come on, one more. Let's go.
Vanderbilt
One more.
off the board since the 4th. Jason Gonzalez had a triple off the wall in right field that Andrew Eister had a chance at in the 4th. That was the last Vandy run, and the first batter Kerry faced.
Tag. No, it's foul. It's foul. It's foul. That's foul. It's foul. It's foul. I'm about to say get it and tag him.
Slow chopper. Kerry lets it go foul.
The crazy thing about these SEC games is because everybody 1 through 9 is so talented, the game can go so many different ways on each different pitch. I mean, with one pitch, the game could be over. One pitch, South Carolina could win. One pitch, Gonzalez could take one out of here, and it could be a totally different ball game, and Vandy wins. So getting out in here the last few innings, every pitch is super important.
Isaiah Thomas at second after a bunt single and a drop strike 3. 1-1 on Jason Gonzalez. Leadoff man Enrique Bradfield Jr. is next if Gonzalez extends the game. Brett Kerry has retired 16 of his last 18 with 9 strikeouts.
That boy. Come on.
Swing and a miss. Kerry gets a high fastball chase, and the Gamecocks are a strike away.
Yeah, whether that was intended to be swung at or not, it definitely changes the eye angle. Gonzalez, an aggressive hitter. Let's see if Kerry goes with that good slider away, try and finish him off and salvage the game.
In my head. Shit, sorry.
Tried to get him to do it, but
I'm gonna watch on the laptop. Then my TV was ahead. You were right.
2 balls,
sorry.
2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th inning.
Yeah, you guys can hear the volume. Okay.
Vandy trying to tie this game and hope to sweep
so
the
we had
series.
it. We got it. So we had the
South
stream
Carolina,
going on the TV
after
and
no hit
YouTube, and so trying to time both up. And I guess that one got
head
ahead.
Coach ejected.
Come on, Brett. Come on, Brett.
Brett Kerry to Jason Gonzalez. Swing!
Got him. Let's go. Attaboy, Brett.
The Gamecocks
Let's go.
take the finale.
Atta baby.
Salvage the series 6-5.
Big time. Big time. Here we
Good
go.
job by Kerry
There
coming
comes
in
Ritter.
and
It's a
just putting
miracle.
stopgap
There's
in the game,
Ritter.
giving his offense
Just
a
gotta
chance
do
regroup.
something. You gotta jab a little, right? Even we win, Ritter's gotta jab a little bit. Ritter has to jab a little bit, even we win, even in victory.
Saving one here in Nashville.
Hell of a job. Hell of a job. Hell of a job. Hell of a job.
Allen and Braylon Wimmer were
Hell of a
five
job.
starters at the top.
6 runs in the last
Kerry
6
finishes
innings.
it
Hey,
off with some stellar
hell of a
work out
win.
the
I'll tell you
bullpen
this.
over
I'll
5
talk about it more in my
2/3
post-game
scoreless.
video. But
Game
do not
will host the
sleep on
Citadel
how
on
big of a
Tuesday
win this
and
is.
face
Do
Florida
not
next weekend. Vandy
sleep
hosts
on
Lipscomb
how big
Tuesday
of
and
a
travels
win
to
this is.
Missouri on
Just
Thursday.
from the listen, I know you still
Andrew
lost the
Harris,
series.
producer
I
Chris
totally
Porterfield,
understand.
director John
I
Walker,
get it.
and I'm Max Hers.
But
Hope you had
just
fun
this team had
weekend. SEC
every
baseball is
reason
back.
to get
Boy, was
swept,
that a
to
blast.
pack it
South
in,
Carolina
and
takes
you
the
know
finale
you
to
get
snap
no
a
hit
6-game
yesterday,
skid.
and
Their first SEC
you're
win
getting
since
no
May
hit through the first
18,
3 innings today,
2019.
and things just not
They
going your
upset
way.
number
And this
5
team
Mississippi
battled and was
State
resilient,
at
and the
home.
baseball gods
We
finally
will talk
turned
to
your
you on
way, and the
Tuesday
momentum
night at
finally
6:30
turned your
Central
way,
as
and
the Commodores host
you found a
Lipscomb.
way to battle and
This has been
scratch
a
and claw and
presentation
get a
of the
W.
SEC
And
Network
again, you
at
still lost the
ESPN.
series. I totally get it, but getting this win, break the losing streak, you have something to feel good about. Now you go into the midweek with some confidence, and maybe if you can win that one, you can win 2 in a row. Now all of a sudden you go into Florida with some confidence, and you got them at home, and you never know. So big win. I think the team showed resiliency, man. I'm not surprised at all from what we saw from the guys. Even yesterday when you got no hit and Friday when it wasn't fun. Really never stopped believing in these guys. And it's just baseball, man. You go with the ebbs and flows and the ups and downs, and you keep battling and fighting and hoping. And you think that at some point it's going to turn back your way, and it did turn back your way today. And I thought the approaches got better, and overall, something clicked there late in the game. And again, you're able to score 6 runs the last 6 innings. So big win, man. Big win. Great job of the guys to battle. You got Citadel Tuesday. You got Florida this weekend. So again, you still lost the series. I'm not trying to sit here and say, it's a successful weekend, but really, really big to on the road at Vandy, avoid the sweep, because you know what? Vandy is going to sweep a lot of people this year. They are, flat out. They're going to sweep a lot of people. So big time to avoid the sweep, to at least salvage the Sunday game. Again, now can you build off of it? That's the question. So, guys, this was fun. Would love to stay on live longer, but going to go ahead and go, guys. I got the podcast to record. We got an interview upcoming. We got basketball. We got women's basketball at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get the show recorded before that game gets underway. But, hey, this was a lot of fun. We're home Tuesday, home all weekend, so no live watch-alongs, but we'll have the Daily Crow, obviously, all week long, Monday through Friday, noon to 1, taking you guys questions, comments, calls, all that good stuff. But, hey, appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, this was a lot of fun. Glad we got the W. Feels good. Hey, been a while. Feels good to finally get a W. It feels like it's been a hot minute since we felt this way. So, good win. Great stuff from the boys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And, hey, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow at noon. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. And, hey, go Lady Gamecocks. Go Lady Gamecocks. Beat Mercer. Tune in. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks, guys.